Do it live! Hello, Internet, and welcome back to the 5th chapter of our Coriolis campaign. My name's Bo from Blades and Blasters, and this campaign is called The Great Filter. With us tonight is going to be Raz playing Hakkam Ruchel, Walter Peck playing Nassir Amit, Sim playing Ali Tarek, Zypher playing Pasha Khan, and last but not least, Prankster playing the recently absent Peira Cantera. Here in spirit is our friend who's going through some hard times right now. His name is Rob, or Raven. Ibrahim Al-Fashir will not be making it tonight and will be NPC'd, because you can't play this game without a data gem. Without further ado, we'll get started with our introduction as I want to do. Here we go. Boop. Aladdin PK sat at a lush table covered with lush fruits, meats, and wine. His gaze was soft and unfixed, but his mind worked. Oh yes, it worked. Like a capital ship's AI or one of those mysterious machines on Kua, Aladdin's brain was special. They didn't call him the Pirate King for nothing. His mind was everywhere, yet nowhere at once, and that was why he was startled when his second-in-command, Kima Javari, tapped him on the left shoulder. "Your next appointment is here," she says. Kima was tall, with dark skin and a bun that pulled her black hair back into something resembling a helmet. "Very well. Send him in." Aladdin PK popped what looked like an olive into his mouth. He turned his chair to face Dominic Bilroy. "So," he says, "you got too big for yourself, Dom. Your tiny kingdom near the belt has collapsed, and now you come running for help." Bilroy stammers, "But you couldn't even protect a single encrypted transactor. You know the kind we use to test would-be partners, to see if they are actually competent." Bilroy again. "Let me explain. I was betrayed." Aladdin PK interrupts Dom Bilroy again, this time laughing in his face. "We are pirates, Dominic. Corsairs. Bloody fucking mercenaries that some would love to see wiped from the third horizon. Yet we live daringly, boldly, sucking the marrow out of life. Betrayal, Bilroy, is to be expected, my naive friend." He shakes his head. "You are a fool. Who was it?" "My own brother. And Pasha Khan." "Who?" "Pasha Khan. I will prove it to you, but I need access to resources. Ships, men, beer." "You will have no such thing," yells PK. He stands and grabs a piece of fruit. He throws it at Dominic Bilroy. Seeds and pulp drip down Bilroy's face. "Prove to me you will not be bested again by this Khan, let alone betrayed by your own brother. Bring me his head, and then perhaps I will consider the potentiality that an ingrate like yourself is capable of learning." Bilroy nods. He turns to go. "I will return with proof of Pasha Khan's death, or I will not return at all." "Ha ha ha, that's the spirit," laughs Aladdin PK. Another piece of food, this time cured meat, smashes on the wall near Dominic. He exits the lavish module on a strange jungle planet. The scene will fade, and the camera will pan across vast and open space, interspersed by glistening white stars that sparkle over a black field of nothingness. The camera zooms in past asteroids and other space debris. The unsalvageable wreckage of a fighter floats by. And eventually, it zooms in on an asteroid base. This is Bilroy base that Some time ago, the crew of the Crimson Wish made their own. Who knows how much time has passed? I'll leave that up to you. Who knows what you've been up to? I'll leave that up to you as well. But one thing I will not leave up to you is having a good time tonight. Take it away.
Pasha Khan would be, sitting in conference with Prasad. He would have spent the time understanding what the entire base is capable of. They had, in the previous encounter, just had a cursory glimpse at the armaments. But he believes there is more to the base than they just saw from the outside. He would have also taken the time to inspect the base himself, just making sure that whatever Prasad told him during that time is also true. He would have spoken with Ibrahim Hakkam to, ensure that the systems were secure. Whatever we did to intrude into their systems was no longer possible. And then he would find the most ostentatious chair in this entire base and sit in it, feet up on the table, kind of looking around. Prasad, Commandant, as I must say, I believe we have a loose end that we should not leave untied for too long. It would be regarding your brother, Dom. I believe it's time we find him, crush him, and take the ship for ourselves. 2 Class 3 ships would do our endeavor great good, if you know what I mean.
Prasad Bilroy has certainly made himself useful in the preceding days or hours. He's shown everybody around the base, shown them the security systems, the defense systems, the point defense systems that the base uses for any ships that come into close range, and also the torpedo bay that is situated near the asteroid's core, kind of drilled down into a burr hole. On this particular day, though, Prasad Bilroy sits across the desk from Pasha. My brother. He may have retreated, but he is no coward, Pasha Khan, and he is no fool. If he is a rat, he is the type that is bred and evolved for survival. Finding him will not be easy. And, I dare say, even a scoundrel such as myself has been praying to the icons nightly. Part of me wishes his own destruction, Pasha Khan, but my own brother. I must search my soul more deeply, but I will be of whatever help I can be. Are you muted?
Sorry, I agree. I agree with your sentiments, Prasad. I understand. What I've asked of you is not easy, and what I promise you will come to you. Riches beyond that what you could have attained with the partnership of Dom. But tell me this. What would you have me do? Like you said, someone like Dom will not easily forgive and forget. Even if we capture him and defang him and let him live, he is still going to come after us. For what I've done to him, if it was done to me, I wouldn't sleep, rest, eat, drink, or feel the pleasure of a woman till I have done unto them what they did unto me. Catch my drift?
I'll pick up what you're putting down, Pasha Khan. I do not think your thinking is an error. You are wise. It would be foolish to leave him as a loose end. But if not only for my conscience, I would not like to be the one that pulls the trigger when his life is ended.
No,
You pick up what I am putting down.
you will not be the one who will end his life. That I will spare you, for a brother need not or should not have to kill his own. I have men more than capable of such deeds and acts. They have their own bones to pick, and they will do it gladly. Hell, this entire sector, the people who Dom has terrorized, would gladly put a bullet through his head. And that's something that I would like to change. You see, in order to rule, yes, you would need the boot. But the boot must be soft, like suede and felt. It is there as a reminder, not a constant. We don't crush the neck. We just slightly press it. Let them know that we will not tolerate dissent, but we will instigate, cultivate ingenuity, creativity, business acumen. We want this sector to grow, Prasad, and I don't think Dom was the right answer.
I agree. What would you ask of me, Pasha Khan? I know some small measure of my brother's habits and his personality, his friends, his enemies, his addictions.
Addictions. I like addictions, for they are a measure of a man. They would bring the man down very quickly if left unchecked. At a time like this, I do not know how strong mentally Dom is. He might want to accept some succor in a hidey hole, indulging in a favorite vice. So that may be a good place to start. But Prasad, don't misunderstand me, and I mean no insult. But I must ask, when I look at this base, it is quite substantial. It is quite substantial to establish an operation like this. Did you and your brother do unto somebody else what I have done unto you? Did you steal this base from someone, or did you build it and capture it?
Dare I say, little bit from column A and a little bit from column B. This base here used to be a mining facility. The type of mining facility that dots the asteroid belt like so many pox. Dilapidated, run down, managed by someone who was too often in his cups and not often enough in his bank account. It was easy to take the place over. Was there shots fired? Yes, there were shots fired, but only the minimum number of shots. For such men are easily cowed, and they fled. Only after that, myself and Jen Hazel here began to pirate the lanes in and out of the station on asteroid Zeta 5G. We quickly were able to amass enough beer to outfit this place with the defenses you see. Indeed, it could be much more robust. And you can see the asteroid is quite large. There is room for expansion if you would wish to do so. But right now, beer is harder to come by. You muted.
Very well. That explains a lot. I think you, Jin, Ibrahim, and Hakkam should have counsel. Plan whatever is necessary to strengthen this base even further. If we need more beer, I will work on getting us more beer. But we must hold this place at whatever cost. Because if we are left out in space with just a single ship, I don't think we will last very long, and we will not be able to manifest our destiny, if you know what I mean.
I very much know what you mean.
So let's start with Dom's vices and Dom's enemies. Maybe they can help us, and in exchange, maybe we can help them.
Oh, Dom has vices like any other man. Oh, but you will not find him in a bar, sipping down swill or filling his gullet with cheap ale. No, his taste is more to the stimulant variety. Anything that sharpens his mind, he's willing to deal in and also skim off the top. As far as enemies, I don't know if Dom has any particular nemesis. He's made enemies everywhere he goes. More often than not, he disposes of them. Those that survive seem to harbor some sort of smoldering, low-burning hate against them, or they would be too cowardly to move against my brother. As I've said, though my knowledge is on things technical and so forth, Dom has a personality that is hard to come by. I've seen very few like him here in the Mirror system.
And with that, Pasha kind of sits back in his chair, chin in hands, looking out into space and in deep thought.
Not to say my brother does not have friends. He has those too. More often than not among corsairs like ourselves. What is the term? Honor among thieves?
Do you think there are some friends that could be swayed to be our friends as well?
It depends. It depends if said friends would choose loyalty to you over loyalty to Dominic Bilroy. And you know as well as I that among our kind of men and women, we value strength, guile, cunning, intelligence, and clear-headedness in difficult situations. I dare say you would have to make yourself more valuable than my brother if any allyship would to be had.
That gives me an idea, Prasad. That gives me a good idea. You know his friends well. You know what his friends want. What if we were to acquire what his friends want, and in exchange they give us Dom? They don't have to hunt Dom, they just have to point us in the direction. We will do all that's necessary, prove our resourcefulness to his friends by getting them what they want, and prove our ruthlessness by executing Dom. I think all his friends might appreciate a new player in their midst, someone that can deliver and get the job done.
That very well could be the case. I could put the word out to the small enclaves of corsairs and pirates here in the Peira system, and even the larger holdings that I know of. There are two. One sunward, near a planet called Enos, and another one further out from the asteroid belt. 10 to 30 astronomical units from here, depending on the planetary alignment. There are larger enclaves in both of those planets.
Well, I will let you decide and guide us. I do not want to overstep our bounds with the larger enclave, but at the same time, I do not want to deal with chicken shit outfits.
Very well. I'll put out my feelers. Jin, Hazel, and I will activate our long-range transmitter. See what type of intelligence we can gather.
Be careful, Prasad. Do not let Dom catch a wind of what we are planning. But I feel soon he will just be a chapter that we would have put behind us.
Prasad Bilroy leaves, and a airlock door kind of hisses behind him, and that scene closes, that fades away, and it opens up with Hakkam and Ibrahim and Jen Hazel doing something or other at the base or elsewhere. I'll let Raz kind of decide what you guys have been up to.
I assume we're taking stock or upgrading or maybe repairing electrical damage from the firefight, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess is it free form? I get to make up what we're doing, or do you have any
sure.
plans? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, yeah, you'll hear sort of Hakkam like roar across a hallway, going like, "Hey, I need more. Hey, that copper wiring. Yes, that. Yes, no, more. Yes, bring it over here."
Jin Hazel kind of coming after you. He has a large spool of copper wiring. This is the last spool, Hakkam. Our stores are almost empty. What do you have up your sleeve? I can tell by watching you operate this isn't your first dance.
Not much, but blood and dirt at this point. We need more supplies.
That is true. You and your crew did a number on this place. Not to mention my friend with that machine gun. I'm sorry about that. He was a good man, but rash. Foolish at the most inopportune times.
Well, and it's sort of like Hakkam almost like squirms uncomfortably. He's like, yeah, I mean, what's done is done, you know.
So, Hakkam,
Yeah.
there's been one thing I've been thinking about the past few months, even before your crew arrived near the Tenghua station.
Yes, but how could you afford that many women?
Many women? What do you speak of?
Oh, that's not what you were thinking. Sorry.
No. Women are not quite to my taste, if you know what I mean, Hakkam.
Sure, no problem.
My tastes are varied and diverse. It depends what the availability is, I suppose. But I'd rather not get into my personal life. At least not without a few drinks in me. Jen Hazel continued.
So you're going to reveal what you've been thinking about?
Yes, of course. You saw in that building outside. You can see it through this viewport. Kind of takes you over to one of the viewports, and you can see kind of near the horizon of the asteroid that intelligence building with all the sensors and everything.
Yeah.
You can see that there's a large, what looks like a sensor array or satellite dish. It's kind of half complete. It says, long-range sensors are useful here, but we need something even more robust, Hakkam. This base is powerful. It can be outfitted with certainly more weapons, but we are still sitting ducks if we don't know what's out there before they get to us.
Yeah.
If you could put a word in with the Captain Khan, or who's ever in charge of allocating the beer here. I don't know how the power structure goes, but if we could get a super sensor array, I think that would be more justified than additional weapon systems just at this moment.
Well, doesn't that just extend our range?
Indeed it does.
Got it. You got, where are the specs again? Can we run that on the current power systems?
Yes. The fusion reactor is buried deep within. It has enough power to support several more weapons modules and the sensor arrays. I wouldn't worry
Yeah,
about that.
and we do have the computing power. That's a good idea, Janazel.
Okay.
I'll go ask.
All right. I'll put
Maybe
together.
maybe after food, you know, when he's good mood.
Okay. I'll whip up something here. Our mess hall isn't much to look at, Hakkam. After a long day's work, maybe some grub is exactly what we need.
Sure. You've been working here a while?
Yes? I've been with Prasad Bilroy for, I'd say 12 years. With his brother.
Whoa.
His brother is 6 years after that.
What's your read on you know, the issues between Prasad and Dom? Like, is that going to be all right?
He looks over, maybe they're at work and like Pasha and him are having that meeting at the desk. Prasad Bilroy is the smarter of the two. He has a better head on his shoulders. But Dominic is the better leader. He has some chutzpah, that charisma that makes him a leader of women and men. They flock to him, especially the cool types. Myself, I've stuck with Prasad first, only Bilroy second. And I do think that Prasad's loyalties are only due to shared blood. You can see how much the stress has done to him. Do I think he will turn on us? I think not. But one can never predict the mind of another man, much less his soul.
Yeah, I just want to work on the machines, man. All this politicking is just giving me a headache.
I agree. Give me a line of code, or an electronic switchboard, or circuits. That's my environment, that's my realm. I consider myself a master at that realm. Perhaps not at your skill, Hakkam, but I can hold my own. I can also hold my own in the kitchen. What's your favorite dish? I'll see what we can whip up. At least a freeze-dried, less tasty version.
Oh, honestly, any kind of stew.
Will do. Expect this base soon to be filled with the savory flavors and scents of stew. He walks out. That scene closes, and Hakkam goes back to work, thinking about how they could install a super sensor array or other weapon systems, perhaps on the space. Nassir and Ali, what have you been up to?
Nassir has been has been busy policing the bodies, being the new person to the group. He felt no shame in doing that, giving a kick to each one of the ones who initially had met on the scooter out to the periphery. And now he finds himself going over the weapons locker and putting the retrieved, rarely fired, only dropped once carbines into the locker and going over each one in turn, and looks at Ali and thank you for bringing me out here, friend. It seems it will be most beneficial for me and my coin purse. Much beer will be had out here.
Yes. I know it's been quite an excitement so far, but hopefully it gets easier. Won't be able to dodge more bullets.
But you don't need to dodge bullets when you have that big thing right there. And he points to the machine gun he had taken off the dead pirate in the firefight. And Nassir, piled in the corner behind him, is the man's armor. And we need to get you one of these, my friend.
Well, I have the heavy suit, but it doesn't fit with the exosuits that we had.
Yes, I think next time when we get up to a fight, we need to make sure we either have the reinforced suits or some sort of mask with armor on.
Yes, something to keep the vacuum away from our lungs and the air nice and close to our faces.
Yes, yes, air is most beneficial to us. So tell me, what do you make of this Pasha? How much have you worked with him?
Just recently. He seems to make a lot of promises. I hope he could keep them. But so far, my deal is not exactly with Pasha. But hopefully we all get our shares. There hasn't been much money flowing right now, but there'll be some paydays on the horizon, I'm sure.
Good, good. Hopefully we can keep this base, but what do you think our next move should be?
Bird, of course. I think we need more. I don't know how they presume to get it. We'd have to discuss it with Pasha, but I think that Dom Bilroy would be right on track for us to be, I don't know, take his stuff, his ship, his equipment, it all sells. Or anybody that interferes with that.
Very true. If anything, I think we need to take out this Dom, and then we need to go in system and have ourselves a little spending for spree.
Yes, definitely need some upgrades. And I don't think we'll have to look for Dom hard. I'm pretty sure he'll eventually find us.
I would rather get the drop on him than him get the drop on us. I know he wants his base back, but as we've proven, it is quite easy to infiltrate.
Yes, and we are lacking the people to keep it secure at the moment. But then I imagine that's something that could be remedied as we go. He kind of looks around nervously. But who knows? All I know is that this new machine gun is going to be nice. Took me down once. It's bound to take down lots of others.
Indeed, but you are one tough individual. If a machine gun can't keep you down, I don't know what will.
But because it can't keep me down doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Very true. Perhaps we should find a drink and celebrate to our success and the successes become.
Yes, I'm sure they have some somewhere. Maybe they have a warehouse. Keep their loot, unless they just operate and taking beard from people, but I don't think so.
I haven't found much while I looked around, besides their weapons and exoskeletons. I'm not sure there was much at this base. Perhaps they just sold it all, or perhaps it was on the ship when they left with Dom. But I'm sure we will find something.
Yes. It wouldn't surprise me if he kept it all close to him. But that's kind of foolish at the same time. Unless he didn't trust his brother with it.
Well, considering what Prasad did, I think he might have been wise to distrust his brother. But then again, such is the life of a pirate.
Yes. Something we know all too well now at this point. Although, I think we trust each other more than any one of Dom's crew trust each other.
I trust you. I know Thariah from previous jobs. She may not like me sometimes, but she is trustworthy too. The others, I will learn to trust. Hopefully it'll be something easy to do.
Yeah, so far it doesn't seem like it'd be much of a problem to trust them. Although, again, Pasha always making deals. It's going to cost us money at some point.
As long as it's out of his cut, yes.
Something tells me he's not going to go broke with all his deals.
Most assuredly. And with that, kind of, Nassir puts the last carbine in the weapons locker and closes it and goes, and now, let's just go find that drink.
Yes. It's much needed.
And for her part, Thariah departed from the base. And by the way, what's the base renamed? You can't call it Bilroy Base.
I think it's fine.
No, we'll come up with a name eventually. For now, just the base. We'll just call it the base.
It's called placeholder.
Bilroy is taking over base.
And
Was
Thariah
that
has left.
placeholder or baseholder?
Baseholder. Baseholder base.
Oh my god.
Baseholder with a umlaut.
A base hunter.
Thariah has left. She went back initially to Zeta 5G to use their comm system array, doing a little bit work with Assad Taibi on the mineral deposit deal. And then she's been out kind of gathering information. And if you need something from her that she could feed to you, perhaps, during the session, maybe she'll do it. Maybe she won't. But there's somebody else that's very special who hasn't been with this crew for a while. And some time ago, she was stashed with an old mining couple back on Zeta 5G. And this young lady has been enjoying the domestic bliss of one very old lady and her old husband until recently. And we will go ahead and move to Peira. Hopefully you should all have sight on her. Everybody see okay?
Yep.
Cool. Let's do... Here we go. So, as this scene opens, you see Peira Khan. Not Peira, what's your last name, Peira?
Kantara.
Peira Kantara, sitting across from an older woman by the name of Lila Darmak. Some aboard the Crimson Wish have met Lila before. She's an older lady who's married to a longtime miner on the asteroid. And most recently, Peira, for some reason, convinced Lila and her husband to charter a small shuttle away from their asteroid and further into the depths of the asteroid base. And the camera zooms away from Bilroy base, and there's a lone shuttle rocketing towards Bilroy base, still a half hour away. But Lila's sitting across from Peira. Both of them are strapped in. Every once in a while, the base banks to starboard port as they avoid debris. Why on earth, my dear girl, have you brought us out here? You say there are friends of yours? Friends? Out here? There's nothing out here except space trash and, dare I say, pirates. Although it sounds like those Bilroy boys have been dealt with once and for all.
Well, Lila, yes, they're friends. They're actually friends who rescued me during quite a difficult time. So I'm in a way indebted to them.
I understand paying back a debt, Peira. But if they're out here, are you sure you can trust them? The only people that come out here are miscreants and fools, perverts, thieves, degenerates. Like the Bilroys.
Yeah, Peira, she just kind of chuckles at that and looks at Lila and she says, Lila, I can't tell you how much I've appreciated your hospitality and for helping me and keeping me safe. But I feel called to not just pay back this debt, but do everything I can to help these people, especially since they were there to help me. And at that, when she says that, like she kind of like chokes up a little bit and kind of looks down. I need to make good on it. She just looks up and nods at her, the steely glare.
Now, my dear, I know you've come from Icon City. I know you come from Mira herself, and I have refrained. And as you can tell, I am a chatty woman. I do have the gift of gab. But I have refrained, Peira, from asking you about your past. But if it's something that you're running from, and something you've come all the way out here to the belt. I just say, you have your whole life ahead of you. Why not go to another system? Why remain here? Extricate yourself from this mess. These friends of yours, if they're capable enough to rescue you from the Icon City itself, they're capable enough to make their way on their own. I fear what could happen to you, my dear child.
Lila, I no doubt am scared as well. The truth of the matter is that this is actually an excellent opportunity for me to be safe. Out here, where there's very little, and on top of that, the very people who rescued me, it's two very strong reasons for me to come out here looking for them again. For me to not just stay safe, but, and then she'll kind of like reach across and like maybe put her hand on Lila's arm in kind of a loving way, but to thrive.
If you say so. Kids these days, I'll never understand your motivations or your reasons, but you are of age, Peira, and I can't protect you. I'm not your mother, though I may feel like it sometimes.
Yeah, Peira smiles at that, and she does this shuttle have? Is it just a shuttle, or is there anything on it like a way of making tea or anything like that? Any kind of kitchen?
Yeah, there would be kind of the equivalent of a, like the little refreshment center on an airliner. There would be something like that for sure.
So she'll push away from kind of the table I presumably see them sitting at, and stands up, and you can kind of hear the echo from her standing up on the grates. She walks over to the kitchen, and it's just got this real, it's got that, there's no smell, which is kind of the weird thing. It's just sterile, with it being this space shuttle. And she looks back and she says, "So, Lila, can I get you the Earl Grey that you like so much? I think it's 1 cube of sugar and a squeeze of lemon."
Oh, my dear, you're too kind. And add some milk as well.
Peira looks back at her and smiles and goes to making the tea.
Blue milk, just kidding.
Delicious blue milk.
And Ron Darmac, who's up in the cockpit with the charter captain, kind of yells back,
Hey, sweetie! Lila, dear! We're coming up on our destination. They're in long range. What do you want us to do?
and she looks at Peira. So what should we do, my dear? You certainly want to appear as hostile to your friends out here.
Not at all. If it's all right with you, I'd like to send a communique to them. That way they hail so that they know who is coming and why.
Very well. Ron, dear, make room for Peira here. Let her up into the cockpit, please.
And
She calls back, fine. Peira girl, come up here. It's a beautiful view. You can see one of the glowing nebula up there to your left.
if you make your way up the cockpit, you can see like this glowing, hazy, cloud-like magenta thing far in the distance to port, like as a backdrop to Bilroy Base, as you can it kind of starts to be able to come into visual range.
Yeah, I think she's just taking it all in, having a cup of tea as well as she's taking it all in. Just the beauty of the universe. And she, the swirling colors and pulsating lights and everything. So she'll set her tea down, kind of go up to the cockpit and lean down to press the button that will allow her to communicate with the base.
And at that, we'll switch scenes back to Bilroy Base. At this particular time, Hakkam, Ibrahim, and Jen Hazel are kind of manning the sensors and the communications center when they hear an incoming hail.
Is that a point-to-point hail or just like an open someone pinging the system?
Probably point to point, probably in your direction. What do they call it? A tight beam?
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so it's not, so it's okay to reveal ourselves, yeah. They know we're here is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if you look on the scanner, you would see a Class 2 vessel with just the reactor signature of a shuttle. Your sensors wouldn't pick up that any weapon systems are active or anything like that.
Then presses the receiving button. Says, who's out there?
Hakkam, is that you?
Yep. Is that, Peira maybe?
Hakkam, yes, this is Peira. I'm on a shuttle chartered to come to the station, if that's all right.
Yeah, I guess. What brings you here?
Oh, well, I wanted to make good on my debt from you saving me. Well, not just you, but the crew. So I want to make myself of service as much as I can.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, I'll, Hey, Adrian, what hangar do we have open? Is that just one?
Bring him into Hangar Bay 2.
No,
The
okay.
space scooter is getting repaired in Bay 1, but 2 is open right now.
You got it.
Space scooter.
Peira? Is hangar 2. We'll light it up for you.
Aye, I'll go ahead and tell the pilot. Thank you so much, Hakkam.
Sure. See you soon.
See you soon.
Okay. He clicks it
Rose
off.
hail.
Then he goes to the intercom. I assume there's some sort of intercom. People talk to each other. Goes to the intercom and goes, Pasha? Hakkam to Pasha, Hakkam to Pasha.
Go ahead, Hakkam. Listening?
Incoming Class 2 ship with Peira on board to pay off debts, which sounds great to me. Directed them to Hangar 2?
Peira? Who's Peira?
She's a woman we rescued from, let me think, some sort of foundation?
The
Oh!
Foundation.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. We shall greet her. I shall make my way. Where is she coming? Which hangar bay?
2. Hangar Bay 2.
All right. Okay. Things just keep getting interesting around here. And Pasha kind of gets up from his chair and starts walking towards Hangar Bay 2. As he's walking by, he sees Ali and Nassir. Are they still in that room, or have they gone out to find drinks?
We return to drink here at the table.
Okay. Ali, Nassir, just follow me at a close distance, just in case. An old acquaintance seems to be trying to link up.
Is this somebody you owe money to?
You know me, Ali. You should always assume I am meeting someone who I owe something to, but then hey, most often than not, they owe me something back. And Pasha kind of smiles ear to ear.
Nassir gives a look to Ali, and hearing that it might be someone he knows or Pasha owes, he then, besides grabbing the carbine, adds one of the Vulcan pistols to a side holster and laments not putting that armor on as he follows Pasha.
Yeah, Ali's carrying his machine gun, still thinking about the bullets.
And Pasha kind of gets into the hangar bay, and he, kind of stays away from the door, waits for the door to open.
Hawk, I want to move your token just so you can see. You can be there if you want. If not, that's cool too. So.
This seems to be about people and not machines, I think. Right?
Ali would wait for the door to open. He'd have his machine gun generally pointed towards that direction.
And Peira, I would let you kind of roleplay what looks like as the airlock opens and you step through.
So as the airlock opens, you see Peira with that family that she was just with, giving kind of like final hugs and looking at them and just saying, all right, now I was never there and I'll be okay. And she just looks at them. Don't worry about me. And she smiles, giving them a warm smile. Lila, thank you.
You know where to find us, dear. Now, Ron and I will take the shuttle back to Tengwall Station, but you have my code, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
We are old, but we are not unwise in the ways of the world, dear. Call upon us if you need help, and we will come running.
Yes,
Our
ma'am.
old daughter we lost years ago. You will never fill her shoes, but you are something, Peira. You are something.
Peira smiles at that, gives one last hug. She says, I'll be in contact.
Nassir waves to Lila. Hey, how you doing?
Who is that? I never forget a handsome face. Nassir! How are you, young man? I hope you recouped your losses from those thugs who robbed us on the shuttle.
Oh, very much so. Their dead bodies lie here. I avenged you and everyone else on that shuttle.
She kind of looks around, and as much as you tried to get the blood out of the grating, there's like, those steel grating has to be hard to clean.
I can see from the blood stains they did not fare well. Bastard deserved it. Peira. As Peira knows, I am a kind-hearted and warm woman. But cross innocence or those who do not deserve harshness, and my fangs are like a tiger.
I could tell you were the most fierce on that shuttle that day. It is a good thing that they did not suffer your wrath.
Your offer is the same as Peira's. If you ever need the help of two old codgers on Tengwar base, you know where to find me. A good day, Nassir. A good day.
He waves by and lets her off.
She goes, opens the airlock, and walks through.
So when Lila leaves, Peira turns towards Pasha, Nassir, and Ali and looks at them. And she says, it's nice to see you all again. How have you been doing?
Pasha stands there and looks at you quizzically. It is nice to see you too, Peira, but I am a little confused. We are not the sort of company someone like you would keep. What are you doing here?
Peira is kind of like nodding as Pasha's talking. Pasha, you know the type of people that were after me. And the truth of the matter is while I appreciate Lila and her husband, I would hate for anything to befall them. And you all were the ones to rescue me. So if I was to feel safe anywhere, it would be here. Now, she puts her hands up. I'm not asking for a handout. I'm not asking for, not asking to be given anything. The only thing I want to do is join you. Truth of the matter is like I said, I need a place that is relatively away from, she kind of thinks, where I came from, and I need a place with people where I feel safe. I know I'm not the best student of metacurgy, and I'm still learning, but I think that's something that I can do to make myself of service to this station and to you and your men.
Ali would interrupt and pat Pasha on the back. Well, you're talking to the right person. He hires everybody. And he'll lower down his machine gun.
Well, not only that, but Ali would be welcome to have a medic. He was complaining a great deal about my rough touch.
Yes. It wasn't so gentle.
These are not gentle hands.
No, but I expected it to be gentler than mine. But you've been busy the past few years, I bet.
Well, I would prefer Ali be caressed by ungentle hands that will at least keep him away from the bullets that come in his path. And then he kind of turns to Peira. But I'm still not convinced. Yes, I hire most people I meet, but you are a little too young and too inexperienced for an outfit like ours. And more so over, I am still not sure what happened the day we rescued you. Why were we rescuing you? Why were those people attacking us? It seemed like a simple transportation job, and it turned out more than that. 2 starfighters were on our necks. We already have enough heat as is. What is it that you're trying to get away from?
So Peira nods at that, and she just says, well, the Foundation. They were after my father, and I have... And she just kind of... she looks downcast, and she says, I don't know if you saw the body, but my uncle died. And I know that he paid you all a handsome sum to transport me, given the circumstances. And so him and my father had a bad feeling, essentially, about things, and needed to get me out of there as soon as they could. I'd be more than willing to discuss as much as I can in more time. Perhaps we might be able to sit down and talk about it in the future.
Would Pasha know anything about the Foundation? Do I need to roll anything for that?
You would, but this be pretty easy. Give me... back to... Wait, why don't you give me... just give me a straight up wits with a +2. Yep. You know about the Foundation. You know that they are involved in quite a few businesses, but more recently they've been kind of not in the news, the news analog for the mirror system, of abducting people they call heretics. The reason they give is, solely scientific and for research, but they maintain that there are certain individuals that have been cursed by the icons and are displaying unusual powers, and they are cleansing the mirror system of these monstrosities in order to study them, so that such a thing could never happen again.
And then, as Peira says that Pasha is looking at her and his eyes harden. Ali, Nassir, your weapons on her now.
Nassir kind of hesitates for a moment before slowly raising his carbine to more of a high ready, not quite understanding what he's asking.
Ali would kind of casually keep it where it's at, raise it up a little bit. What is the meaning? We just rescued her not too long ago.
Yes, but we didn't know who was after her. The Foundation doesn't go chasing young girls for its own pleasure. She's a heretic, aren't you?
So yeah, Peira begins to look. I mean, she probably would visibly look nervous. She's not used to this type of life, and she just kind of voice trembling, it, not knowing what to say, kind of like looking to the left and right. What do you mean, heretic?
You have powers that rival the icons. You can do things that mere mortals cannot. Don't you?
She just looks like she's just looking for words. I don't know. I'm still figuring it all out. I don't know exactly what's going on to me. And she is being as honest as she can. I just know that something happened. Something snapped or triggered in my brain, and now everything is different. I know that I was faithful on Mira. I attended every religious meeting. I went to everything that I could to be a faithful follower. I praise the icons myself, and I know that I am not as powerful as them. I know that I don't have any power really to speak of. And she just looks like she's looking for words. I just know that sometimes when I close my eyes, it's like I can see through other people's eyes, and that's it. And I know that, and she just looks like really worried as she's saying it, because she's not obviously open about it, but she's got two people pointing guns, and her ride just left. I know that I don't want to get those people in trouble, and I don't want anything to do to I don't want them to go the way my uncle Hori did. And she just looks at Pasha with this glare. And I will make myself useful here.
But it means that we might go like the way your uncle did, sheltering you from those fanatics, the Foundation. I guess it is true what they say, a life saved is a life in debt, though it's a debt that I would not want to collect on. I am still not convinced, little girl. I am still not convinced if you are a boon or a bane to our enterprise just yet. But it would be un-Pasha-like to have a young one like you turned away from our doors. Know this, I'll be watching you, and if you are a threat to me or my crew, I will personally execute you and leave your body to rot in this cold, dead space. I have too much on my plate already, and I don't want the Foundation on my back. But these abilities of yours may prove useful, may. Only time will tell.
at the mention of powers, Nassir, who prior to this lived a very nomadic lifestyle, kind of sours his expression and spit ground. You stay away from me, cursed one. I don't need your poison running through my veins.
Peira just looks at them and nods.
Pasha kind of stands there fuming a little and then shakes his head. Have a look around the base. Find a room for yourself where you will feel secure. We have one other woman in our crew. Her name is Thuraya. Come this way and I will introduce the two of you.
I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure she's not here right now.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I missed that. Yeah, but I will eventually introduce you to her. But for now, look around the base and find yourself a place to settle down.
She looks at Pasha, holding his gaze before he looks away, and just says, "You won't regret it."
I'm regretting it already. And with that, Pasha kind of walks away.
As you say that, the airlock opens and... Regret what? Prasad Bilroy kind of walks in from the hangar and then closes behind him. I heard voices, and I just saw two mummies exit the hangar bay in a shuttle. What's going on here?
Nassir points to Peira and goes, "This is apparently our new medic. Say hello."
Well met. My name's Prasad. I'm going to drop the Bilroy part of it for now. For shame. I am the brother of Dominic Bilroy, one who has wrought so much pain in the sector.
Prasad, it's good to meet you. I am Peira. And she just, reaches out her hand and tries to look more confident than she actually is.
Prasad looks deep into Peira's eyes and gives her a firm handshake. And he looks over to Nassir and Ali as Pasha turns to leave. What? Is the crew of your vessel so desperate that you are hiring little girls? There's more to the story here. I won't pry, but I wasn't born yesterday, Nassir.
Peira just looks over at Nassir to see if he's going to say anything.
It's from old business, Prasad. She is an acquaintance of ours already.
We are a
She
collection
nods.
of outcasts. What is one more among the bunch?
Is she to be trusted?
She is but a little girl, like you said. Does she not look trustworthy?
I've seen the eyes of the most fearsome creatures look cute when they are young. When they are older, they devour one another, tear each other into bloody shreds, eat livers, hearts, kidneys with abandon. Looks can be deceiving, my friend.
Pasha told us to trust her, just as he told us to trust you. I will do so for both. For
Oh,
now.
if Pasha said it. Pasha. Very well. In that case, I do have news to report.
Then let us go tell him.
And he walks over the cold grating, kind of into that central meeting area. Kind of bring everybody's tokens in there. Yep, good. I have to make sure I moved all of the dynamic lighting doors and stuff. So you guys can role play kind of like what it looks like as you guys all walk into this large conference room. maybe, I don't know. Hakkam would have some reason to be in there, although he seems to not like people very much.
Might be eating something back and reading up or studying some diagrams.
At the end of this campaign, Hakkam will marry Ashanti.
Hakkam's fixing one of these sentry guns we destroyed.
Exactly. What does that look like, Hakkam, as you're repairing one of these? No, one of the ones you destroyed, I will put back in place here. See, there's one.
As Pasha walks in after a few moments, followed by Nassir, Ali, a young woman, and then finally Prasad. Nassir walks up to Pasha. Khan, it seems Prasad has some news for you.
I hope it's some good news, Prasad.
I have rumors and whispers of rumors. But what else can we count on in the darkness between the stars? But this particular source is trustworthy, and I cannot deny the validity of a withdrawal for refueling near Mira. According to records, it seems that my brother's ship went sunward, towards the star itself. There is a refueling charge above Mira, although his vessel did not make planetfall. I can only assume that he is headed toward the pirate enclave of Aladdin PK, or the Pirate King. It's a self-given title, but one that stuck. I assume he's there, but even so, finding my brother and all the darkness of space between Mira itself and the sun will be difficult.
Tell me more about this Pirate King. Is he a leader of a guild? Do all pirates bow to him?
Not all, although he would believe it, but I dare say a fair majority of the corsairs in the Mira system pay him some homage. From what I know of Aladdin, he is trustworthy as corsairs go. He does not short you on contracts. He keeps his word and he keeps his loyalty, except when he makes it clear that he's not loyal in the first place.
So someone like me, loyal to the beer, and everything else just works.
If he can trust your selfishness, Pasha Khan, then he can trust you. That's all I will say of it. Again, this is second-hand knowledge. The Pirate King himself is relatively secluded. Word is that he has a stronghold on the planet of Innos. It's a jungle planet. It would be a resort planet filled with vacationers if it wasn't so damned hot and humid.
Have you had much dealing with this Aladdin?
Nay, I have never met him. Only second-hand knowledge. Contracts pass through intermediaries. Raid a shipping lane here. Pay Aladdin PK 10%. Then Prasad Bilroy and his damned brother goes on their way. But rumor is that my brother had been dealing with him more closely in the past few months.
Do you know what this Aladdin deals with? Maybe there is something that this person would like. It is always better to meet someone with a gift in hand than a request in hand, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what he would like. The Pirate King has his hand in very many businesses here in the sector. If I had to guess, he wants some sense of legitimacy Every pirate needs plausible deniability when they are caught. Because it does happen from time to time. And a band of corsairs may be powerful. But when the militaries of the Third Horizon come knocking on the door, I don't care how powerful a pirate fleet is. They are loyal only to themselves and will turn on each other. Yes, he seeks protection. He seeks some measure of legitimacy, I'm sure. Although, again, that's only my guess.
A man after my own heart. It is a gamble, but I like it. The odds are in our favor. You also said something, Prasad, about Dom having a predilection to stimulants, stimpaks, mind-enhancing, mind-altering narcotics.
Yes.
Pasha turns to Hakkam. How much of that stimpak do we have in our secret cargo, Hakkam?
We established that he told you that?
I'm going by what you pasted in the chat.
Oh yeah, he told you that in private. Are you on purpose revealing that to the rest of the group?
Yes, at this point I am.
Oh, okay. Hakkam would sort of like stop what he's doing, to the turret, and turns to you and says, however much exactly I told you it was. Why?
And you said Assad gave this to you, correct? To sell?
Right.
Did he mention the price he was looking for something like that?
Yeah, he expects 8,000 back.
8,000 beer. So, I know it is yours, and I am proposing, and I'm proposing this in open assembly just so that everybody is aware, but the decision always lies with you, Hakkam. I will not force it from you, and I will make sure nobody else forces it from you, but at this point, all our fates are intertwined through my actions, but actions that everybody else has taken. I trust Prasad over here, and if Dom Bilroy is someone that would want a cache of Ripstim after what we have done to him, he would be a little desperate. Maybe we can set up a sale with the Ripstim as bait from a completely different party. We don't sell him, we kill him, we still have the Ripstim, and you can sell it and make Assad whole again for whatever he gave you for it.
Let me speak it back to you. You're proposing to use the Ripstim to pose as a seller to lure in Dom and take care of them in the process.
Yes, but the Ripstim will never leave our side.
Yeah,
We
sure,
will
go
always
ahead.
fight. Very well. I thank you for your cooperation.
You got it, buddy.
Pasha looks to Prasad. Is there any way for us to make introductions to this Aladdin PK?
I suppose I could work my way in. I would have to be careful not to alert my brother in this instance. At this point in time, there is no love lost between us. But Aladdin, I believe, is nothing if not a pragmatic man. He knows that my brother is charismatic and brash. Sometimes bold and makes moves others would not expect, but he also knows that Prasad Bilroy is more methodical, wise, and intelligent. If he is indeed a pirate king, you would have need for both sides of the coin, if you understand. You muted.
Yes, I understand. Here's a plan I propose to all of you. It's a plan, a proposal, not a dictate. Feel free to add your voice, make changes, and bring your experience to bear. We can't have Dom running around for too long. It is easy to acquire things like we have done. The problem lies in keeping the acquisition, enhancing it, molding it, and repurposing it for our goals, our needs, our desires. The longer we keep Dom out in the shadows, we will end up losing focus between him and our other goals, which is making this sector of space profitable and in turn each of us profitable. When I mean profitable, I mean literally space is the limit. Each of you have certain skills apart from what you bring to the table here for this crew. Each of you could have businesses in this sector, do your own bidding, but we need to bring business here, and people will not come here if they think it's unsafe, and that's what Dom has done. Which means we will have to invest before we can reap the benefits, and investments take time, take effort, take a lot of tender love and care, which again will keep us distracted when we are thinking about Dom always turning around looking in the shadows for him. My proposal is this. I meet the Pirate King, make the same proposal what the sector of space can do for him. If he's a businessman like me, we may come to some terms. If not, I have met a great man and I go forward and we still hunt Dom. In the meantime, we use the ripstim as a way for Dom to be pulled out of his hole. None of us, but maybe through some intermediaries, we set up an exchange, and when he is there, we jump him. Kill him, take his ship, and then continue about our business. If the Pirate King likes what I propose, he might even bless us with some additional information. I will not ask him for resources just yet, because as Ali likes to always point out, I've been making too many promises and I need to start keeping some of them. The Pasha bucks only go so far. Thoughts?
A wounded animal is when it is most dangerous, and Dom is very wounded right now. It would be very wise for us to finish him off. And I do not know this Aladdin PK, but people like him, they do not respect mercy or kindness. They only respect force, and a lot of it. That is the only currency with these men. We need to show that if we're going to meet with him.
Peira speaks up too. I agree with Nassir. In fact, taking care of Dom might give us more. And she kind of gulps credibility with Aladdin.
So, Dom's head in a nice little box presented to Aladdin, in addition to the various businesses that we want to start in this sector. I think that's a hard deal to just pass. It should be enough for us to get into the door and maybe even entertain us. I think I like that.
Well, it all depends. What's Dom's deal with the lad? We might be fighting more than just Dom here, and we not.
Something tells me that if this Aladdin was a close associate of Dom and cared much about Dom, we would have multiple class 3 if not class 4 ships already on the periphery of this base, ready to take it back. But I don't see anyone just yet. I don't see a counterattack, and we have been here a few days. No. I think Dom is on his own right now. And that is what I was trying to say before. When you rule with brutality, all it takes is one misstep, and when you fall from grace, no one comes by to help. No, it's always best to rule with an iron fist in a velvet glove. For people will only see the glove and think of you as a amenable person, someone that they could potentially swindle sometime in the future. But when they do, that's when the iron fist hammers them. It's always best to appear one thing, do something else. So it's settled then. We shall trap Dom with the deal of Ripstim.
Kill him. So are we going to pledge our loyalty to this Aladdin then? For a slice of space that we already seemingly control?
Not loyalty, no. I think for a meeting like that, I must be better prepared. Because it is never good to engage with someone like that in a subjugatory term. No. We will present ourselves as equal. If Dom is indeed connected with this Aladdin, us taking him out, us acquiring the space station, and thus bringing prosperity to this belt, I think someone like the Pirate King might be interested in that. It shows we are ruthless when we need to, but we also have business acumen. And that is worth a lot more beer than just brutal thugs shaking people for small change. But we will have to kill Dom, otherwise it will just look like we are going there asking for handouts. I like your idea. Take the head of Dom to the Pirate King and show him what we are capable of.
Tell me, Prasad, how many people does Dom have on his ship?
He runs a standard crew. 4, that is all. He thinks he is more than he is, my brother. Though he commanded several fighters and has drawn no small number of men to his side, many have died in the line of duty and others have come and gone. He was really on the cusp of something here out on the belt, though. At least he thought so.
Then I say we kill him, and we take his ship, and we finish what he had started out here.
Very well. I'll do my part.
Yes. So Prasad, through your contacts, and I through the contacts back at Zeta 5G, let's put some information out there that there is a dealer with a cache of ribstim looking to sell. We'll keep the exchange far away from this place, far enough that Dom wouldn't think that it is one of us. Maybe closer to this Aladdin PK's area. Closer, but not close enough. That should give Dom some sense of security, knowing that maybe a friend is close by. We shall use one of the cargo ships that we have in Zeta 5G, maybe borrow it. Use that as an exchange. The good thing is Dom doesn't know what any of us looks like. He knows my voice, and I can't stop being myself, so maybe it is best I am not there at the exchange. But I'll be on the Crimson Wish, ready to attack as soon as the exchange starts. If we are lucky and Dom himself is on that cargo ship, then it might be just easier to take the last wish, last chance, quickly. But if it's one of his henchmen, so be it. It will be a one-on-one fight with that ship. And I think we have the better ship. Isn't that so, Hakkam?
Huh? Oh, yeah, for sure. He goes back to repairing.
Pasha looks towards Peira. I am asking you again. You have heard everything I've said in this room. Nothing has been held back. Is this truly what you want? Because once you go down this path, there is no going back.
She looks down at the ground and looks back up at Pasha and just looks at him right in her eyes and says, I already have nowhere else to go. I won't spend my life on some asteroid for the rest of my life doing nothing.
But it will be a safe life. What we are embarking on, I cannot guarantee all of us will return alive. I cannot guarantee if even I will return alive, and that's what makes this also exhilarating. Each day may be our last. Is this what you truly want? I ask again, and this will be the last time I ask, because after this, when I give a command, it needs to be followed, no matter how repulsed and uncomfortable you are.
Yeah, I think she gulps at that and just looks at him and says, yes, I won't go into hiding for the rest of my life. It'd be safe, but it wouldn't be a life.
Very well. Then I will assign you your first task. You need to find out all you can about the people who are hunting you. Whatever archives we have accessible over here, whatever archives we have on the ship, work with Hakkam, work with Ibrahim, work with Jinn. It is always better to know what hunts you than just chase around among the stars, praying to the icons that you be spared. It's better to be the hunted.
And she looks at him and very pointedly just says, yes, sir. And she presumably walks to go do that exact thing with Hakkam.
Yeah, he's working on that turret as you walk up.
Very well then. With that, Pasha leaves the room and retires to the mess hall to plan for the future and smoke his beautiful hookah that Hakkam gifted him.
So after Pasha leaves, Peira walks up to Hakkam and she says, I need your assistance. I need to learn everything I can about the Foundation. Every scrap of evidence, anything that we can uncover, all of it could be helpful.
He sort of looks like, his head comes out of the casing, and he sort of looks at Peira and then looks around the room, looks back at Peira and says, I fix things. I'm not a librarian or politician. What?
Yeah, Peira looks at him and says, listen, out of all the people that rescued me on that day, you're the one that made me feel the most comforted. You're the one that specifically slowed down when you saw that I was falling behind. Out of anybody here, I trust you and I need your help.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure we can figure it out. I got some people back on Coriolis if we gotta go back. Otherwise, can ask around, I guess.
Sounds good. And for your help, I'll do whatever I can to assist you with this. You need me to grab a screwdriver? I can grab a screwdriver and just get your tools that you need.
Is that what you do? You're a mechanic or something?
I'm a mechanic for people, she says and gulps.
You're a medic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, super useful. Anyway, give me the size 8 over there, please.
Peira looks down. All these tools are brand new to her, and she takes probably too long to find the size 8, but hands it to Hakkam.
Yeah, it's like, yep, thank you. And sticks his head back in and starts, you hear something ratcheting.
And as they clink and clank behind the turret, Peira gets her hands dirty and scuffs up her fingernails, and maybe bleeds one time as she works hard to learn this new craft. All the while, Hakkam teaches her the best he can, but you might not be the best conversationalist at this time. After all, Peira has a beating heart and lungs, and not circuits and pistons, as is his wont. A few days go by as preparations are made, as the music swells. Let's change you over to here. And I'll let you role play what it looks like as you guys take off from the asteroid, the Crimson Wish fully repaired, equipped. Hakkam's done a great job tuning everything up and repairing any damage. In your hangar bay, you have the Bilroy shuttle that you can use at your disposal. There you go. And there's a scene of you just kind of blasting off through the asteroid field. Nassir, Amit, are you the new pilot?
I am. Nassir, as he sits down for the first time in the pilot's chair, and goes over the checks. He's not a terrible pilot, but not the best in the Outer Rim, but he looks to Pasha for the signal to embark.
May the icons guide our path, my friends. What we are embarking on right now would be the end of only the first chapter of what we can achieve in this little bit of space that we have for ourselves. We bring down Dom, we will have access to an unimagined future. Believe in that if you don't believe in anything else, and success will come our way.
With that, Nassir kind of puts his hands on the controls and gets a feel for the ship as they launch into space and begins plotting a route for their destination.
Just a out of character discussion. Would we pick up, if I'm not mistaken, okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good.
Anything?
No, I just saw your message. That works. Perfect.
We still have our data, Jin.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let me put him up there.
Yeah, no, I didn't see him. That's why I was like wondering if he was going to. We wouldn't leave him back at the station.
No, he's with us always in spirit. Let's put him up there. You throw your ship up there too. Grab some mush. And let's see how long it takes you to get there. So asteroid belt's what, 30 AU?
I don't see the background. I only see Peira, myself, and Crimson.
Let me I probably need to just activate legacy lighting. Hang on a second. That better?
It went just black for me now.
Yeah,
You know?
same.
Yep, I'm blind.
I think that's the opposite of what you wanted to do.
So everybody was what I could see, except one,
And now everyone's blind.
and now everybody's blind.
But you are correct. The answer was 30 AU.
Here we go. Global illumination. Now.
Ah, yes. There we go.
I could see.
So let me see how long it's going to take for you guys to get there. So space travel calculator, longest distance.
It's going to take a long time if memory serves.
So I had this little macro there. So it's 30. So longest distance it could take would be 32. Shortest distance it could take. This like randomizes the planetary positions. 28. What's your ship speed too, if I'm correct?
Yep.
Only one day.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Dang.
Traveling 28U, huh?
Don't worry, guys. I know a shortcut.
Let you guys give me the role play. Anything you're doing during the journey of one day. We will say that you guys have set a tight beam out and about among the pirates, and you have arranged for a sale of the Rift Stem somewhere between Enos and Mira, and a vessel that you think is probably the last chance that's taken up the contract, and you're on your way, and everything seems legit at this point.
So we do that before meeting Aladdin? That's just me as a player asking.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do that.
got
Yeah,
it.
before we meet Aladdin. Yes.
Dom
I knew
first,
he
then
wanted to
Aladdin.
deliver his head, so yeah. I
Oh, that's
believe
right.
it. 51% of his torso.
And then, since we have several weapon systems, Bo, are you okay with us using several gunners? I think you had said that before. That's okay.
If you have more than one gunner, you can. If you have more than one person, you can do it. Yeah.
We
Cool.
just need the AP.
Yeah. Just need the AP.
Yeah, because we got technically 3 weapon systems. 2 are weapons, and 1 is used by the data gen, right? The data meme.
Yes.
Okay.
That's bullshit.
Data means bullshit.
Definitely a meme.
But it means that Peira, for example, could sit on one of the 2 weapons.
Yeah, Peira definitely could, and it's based off her. I mean, she's not going to be that bad of a shot. She has
Actually,
agility
we have Ali and no, Thoraya is not here. So yeah,
Yeah.
it would be.
Yeah, I mean,
Ali
she has
and-
agility 3,
yeah.
range combat 1, so she's not a bad shot.
Right.
Depending on how things go. So you guys, go ahead.
Real quick, while we're traveling, Nassir is asking Prasad about the capabilities of the what do you say, last chance?
Yeah.
All right, we'll say he came with you. I know exactly how I would have played this. Guess did something different, but we'll see how it goes.
Tell me, Prasad, what weapons does this ship possess?
He goes over a typical kind of gunship loadout. Let me see here. Let me see what that has. Oh, the last chance. It's not bristling with weapons, but it's no slouch either. Has an accelerator cannon and a data pulse. Typical loadout for a gunship. What do you ask? Were you expecting something special from my brother? He was just on the up and up when you and your friends, and me now, are going to cut him off the knees.
I find it wise to plan for the worst, but hope for the best. Knowing what kind of weapons the ship possesses will definitely help us in that venture, yes?
Indeed it should. Indeed it should. I only ask one thing, like I said to Captain Khan. I know my brother will meet his end soon, and he will go into the great void beyond. Perhaps he will find some redemption there with the icons, and his soul will not be torn to shred by the darkness that lies between the stars, but I only ask to assuage my conscience, and ask that I do not be the one to deliver the killing blow.
We could not ask someone to do such a thing. We will handle it. You have been most helpful, and I appreciate that, Prasad, but I do not even think Pasha would be so cold as to ask you to end your brother's life.
He said as much. But my brother at times did go back on his word. I have only a small amount of experience with Captain Khan. I would not take kindly to be used as a pawn in this game. If everything goes well, I expect to be in this for the long haul.
And the long haul you shall be. And I, Nassir Ahmed, make this promise to you by the icons. I will be the one to strike the killing blow.
Very well. All right. How much longer until we get there?
Not long, so it seems the icons bless us, and the travel time is much shorter than we initially anticipated. We should be there in no time at all.
And Ibrahim kind of, as you guys get closer and closer, kind of says something over the intercom. Everyone, we will be there in about an hour. Get to your stations. Captain Khan, what are your orders? Should we maintain radio silence? Should we do active or passive scanners? It does look like the Bilroy boys picked a asteroid field around Enos to do this deal. That makes complete and total sense. Most of these illicit deals are not done in open space with no cover at all.
run radio silence. We shall do the best we can to track them. But no, do not give our position away just yet. If what Prasad said, that data pulse would be the first thing we need to worry about. Its range is long, and I do not want to give them a chance to use that before we are ready for them.
Roger that. Powering down communication system. And he goes over to the intercom. Crew of the Crimson Wish, activating silent running now. Please minimize any noise.
Yeah, I think this whole time Peira is pretty nervous just because she remembers the last time she was on the ship with them getting away and how they actually got some shots on us and there were some holes in the Crimson Wish. So she's probably sweating a little.
Nassir, seeing how damaging explosive decompression was on the formerly named Bilroy base, as they're about an hour out, puts his exo shell on, swapping out his armor for safety from the cold void.
All right, let me switch slides here. Everybody see okay on this one?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, see good.
So what you'll see now is there's like little stations next to your characters, and instead of clicking on a ship, you can just click on that, and you can do all your ship actions through that particular station. If that makes any sense.
Cool.
So for example, what I'm going to do as we start up this engagement here is I'm going to have Ibrahim. You want active or passive sensors, Pasha Khan?
Now we're in the asteroid belt, correct?
Yep. You got, so seeing if you guys fly like the asteroid belt, it's not very thick, just like huge, larger asteroids that ships can kind of hide behind and you can do illicit deals and that sort of thing probably.
Okay, and passive sensors do not give our position away, correct? I just want to confirm.
No, they do not. They do not, but you get, it's a little bit harder to use them.
Yeah, so passive for now. Ibrahim, I think we are close enough. Run passive sensors, but keep everything silent running. Be ready, people.
The other thing is that they only reach out to medium range and not long range. So they do have a shorter range.
Yeah, that's
That's a drawback.
Is the plan
Alright.
for us to actually fly up close to them, or are we going to use the data? I mean, what's the plan? Or are we actually having a deal with them, meet him in person, and then shoot him? What's the
No.
actual plan?
so the wait. I just want to just confirm. So there is already a cargo ship out there with the Ripstim, correct? No.
Unless you want them to fly alongside of you. I mean, you could. Wow, who's
No,
gonna
I
pilot
just-
it and stuff?
No, I just want to confirm. So somebody's coming out to meet someone for Ripstim.
Mhm.
So the bait would be the cargo ship.
And you just like hired somebody to fly it.
Yeah, just hired somebody to fly it. And so we are going to be circling around that cargo ship at long range. So we have a bead on the cargo ship. But that's about it. We don't want to be actively pinging that area to see if we can get a drop on the last chance.
If we only have passive sensors, once that cargo ship goes past it, we won't be able to see where it is.
If we go active, they'll see us before we see them, right? Because we are doing a ping across space.
Not necessarily.
No, it just ends up being a contested role to find ships in the system. So there's a good chance that we both succeed on the roll, and both ships immediately find each other.
Okay. Mm,
Because otherwise they will find us before we find them. So,
I see.
so if they have active sensors and we luck out and they don't detect us while we're in long range and we're like moving towards them, then we would, once we got into medium range and they still had active sensors, we would get +2 to detect them. They would get no bonus to detect us because we were running passive.
I see.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So from a long range, all we have is the data meme, and I mean, the torpedoes would have been too much. So we just have the data meme, and all we can do is that. And once we get into medium, then we have our ion cannon.
Yeah,
So
we can continue to use both.
yeah. Okay. So okay, fine. Then we'll just move to active. I think active is better. Given, if you have to use the data meme is all we can do from long range at this point right now.
All right. So Ibrahim's going to go ahead and roll his active sensors. And signature. Yep. So you're within medium range of the Bilroy shuttle. Okay. And Ibrahim immediately says, there's a vessel emerging from behind an asteroid. He's in long range currently. It fits the description of the last chance. Any further orders?
You're
might be
muted, X.
Zephyr, you're muted.
Hey, so if we are at long range, I think let's start running the data meme on them so that we have that ready, because it's going to take some time. I think we should also just remain at long range. Now that we know where they are, could we just keep that as a vector and, not be this close to the shuttle anymore, just be in long range with that gunship all the time?
Yep. Yeah. Let me see if they see you real quick.
Yeah. So while you're doing that,
You
Pasha,
have a -1, don't you? Wow.
Yes.
Even with passive sensors. Oh no. So there's a slight ping from Ibrahim's control panel. They know we're here, Captain. We just got a ping. We're medium range from the shuttle, long range from gunship. Last chance. Their transponders off, and they're on silent running. Further orders.
we cannot back down anymore, gentlemen. Now's the time. This would be attack at this point. Stay at long range all the time for now, Nassir. Let's get the data meme running on them. Beware of the data pulse. Hakkam.
You got it. Our advantage is the data pulse counts as a weapon, so unless they lock us, they get a -2 or whatever on all their rolls. The data meme does not suffer that problem.
Perfect. Yeah. So let's start running the data meme this time. Now that we're at long range, the idea is not to get too close to them initially.
Yeah.
We can see what damage we can do with the data meme, like kiting, like WP recommended the last time. And then once we do get into medium, then we just keep firing the ion cannons and the auto cannons.
Yeah.
All we need to technically do is turn off the data pulse module.
Perfect.
And after that, the only weapon they have is the autocannon, which is at close distance.
Accelerator cannon, I thought he said.
Oh,
does
the
that
accelerator. Yeah, accelerator is medium.
Accelerator. Oh, okay. Bummer.
Just remember, and Bo can clarify here, I think if we get initiative, we got to make sure that they don't get too far away if we're kiting them, because then combat ends if they decide to turn tail and run.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have stealth too, remember?
So if things go terrible, we can engage it.
Yep. Or engage it.
Yeah.
Pop up later somewhere else. All right, initiative first. So it's a contested. It's a command roll.
Okay, ship actions, initiative. I click on initiative.
Yep.
Is that the one? I rolled it correct?
You rolled 5. And he's gonna roll.
Ooh.
Oh, 6. Old Dom. Okay, so it's going to be, first of all, the captain, it's the captain's orders phase. That actually happens at the same time. Gunship last chance. You don't know what's happening there, but he's going to give the advance order, or what's it called?
Attack.
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 Yeah, attack.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's going to get a +1 mod to any, like, if he encloses towards you or any attack rolls. And Pasha Khan, give me the role play. What's going on the bridge?
So as soon as Ibrahim says that, we have been detected as well, Pasha looks to everyone. Now's the time, gentlemen. We cannot let the last chance escape. Stay at long distance, and we keep firing the data meme at them. Bring their systems down to 0 so we can board them. We're going to start by attacking. Let's attack.
All right, engineer phase. Engineers distribute their ship's EP and perform any necessary repairs. I'm going to do that. I guess the gunship, the last chance, goes first. I have, 5 energy points to distribute. I'm going to give, one there, one there, 2 there, and 1 there. And he is done. Now it's your chance, engineer, to distribute the energy points for the ship.
Okay, that means that we know that you're not moving your ship. You're staying at long range.
No, you don't know that. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
know
'cause
how
it's
he.
not, it's not silent.
What do you mean?
The assignments aren't silent, right? No, I'm just asking. But technically, you just told me what the assignments are, none of which were 3 points to piloting. Now I know that they're not moving.
Dun dun dun.
I'm just saying, it doesn't say that it's silent.
I guess he's not moving. 'Cause it shouldn't take 3 points, right?
It does feel like bad roleplay, doesn't it? Though somehow, right?
I
Yeah,
should've told you.
actually, it literally says in the rules, their actions are not chosen secretly.
That sounds bad. doesn't
Odd, but it's odd, right? How the fuck would I know on my ship that you didn't just put points into engines?
it? Yeah.
But it
You
does
gotta
say it in the
read it.
rules.
You're right, it does say it in the rules, and you can cheese it and say, oh, well, I'm getting a reading. They're powering their engines, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
I do agree that this kind
That's
of...
almost a disadvantage. That's almost a disadvantage for going first.
Because the other one can react to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Odd
You can always flip it and make us choose first since we lost.
No,
Well-
but you get to fire first, though, too.
Well, obviously not on that phase.
No, but when it comes to it.
So I'll give 3 to piloting, because I was asked to keep us away from them, and I don't know that they're not moving. Not really, I guess. And then 1 has to go to sensors, so we can do our data meme. And then there's 1 left over that I'll give to the guns, in case they advance on us to medium. We will actually have a cannon to shoot back. The ion cannon, I believe.
Yes,
that work
you're
for
right.
everyone?
Yes. Perfect. That works.
It's sort of a bit hedging our bets.
Yeah. Let's take this slow. Let's keep hedging.
So how would you know? I gave him an energy point. He can still move with that.
It costs 3 EP to move a class 3 ship. Can't do it with
GM.
one.
GM just doesn't know the rules. That's what's the problem.
Oh, okay. And maybe
I
you were
would
hoping
have
to
one,
move the ship, but you can't the way you did it.
Raz, I do have one suggestion. Do we have 2 data gins on here? We have Ibrahim and was
I can data gin. Yeah,
Frank.
but
Well, you're doing the engineer. You can't do
Yeah.
a second one. But what is Prank doing? Cheating.
she's
I
on
can
the
sh-
run because we don't
Yeah.
technically per rules you can't double up on systems.
That's why I'm asking, because I was going to suggest 2 points to sensors, one for target lock, even though I understand we don't need one
Oh, I
for
agree.
meme
It'd be great.
attack, and then the other one for the meme attack. That's all.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not allowed per rules. You can only have one person take one action on sensors.
No, that's why I'm saying you have 2 people. That's what I was getting at. Is Prank have any data gen ability? Because then you can put the extra person on the second part of the sensor phase. Does that make sense?
No, what I'm saying is you don't have 2 sensor modules that people can use. There's just one station.
Yeah, the only reason we have 2 gunners is because we got 2 weapons.
And technically 2 gunner stations, right?
You cannot have 2 captains. You cannot have 2 engineers. You cannot have 2 pilots. You cannot have 2 sensors, but you can have multiple guns.
It
You
says
got
right
multiple
here, it says sensor operator. Extra operators can be used to get more actions in the sensor phase. Each individual action may only be attempted once per turn. So target locking is 1 action. Data
Yeah.
memeing is 1 action.
What page is that?
Page 170, referring
That
to
might very well be true, because you think of like a big capital ship.
Because then
you have
you would
multiple
just
people.
severely cripple yourself if you were doing, I mean, if you wanted to run, no, ironically, a meme build, you can just not even worry about having a gunner station. You have 3 dudes sitting on the sensors memeing the shit out of, the other side, just sending them dick pics on their target screen.
So I will say that Peira has a 1 in data gen. So I have a total of 6 dice for
allowed.
a
I'm
data
happy to
gen
do so,
and
yeah.
4 for arranged combat. So I would be better as a sensor operator if that's
Yeah.
what we wanted to do.
The only for large crews, the only position that can't have more than 1 person is the pilot. You can have a co-pilot on standby to take over if, for some reason the primary pilot is removed or injured, but like engineering, sensors, gunners, those all can have multiple people at that position. Captain and pilot are the only single ones.
If Bo allows it, I'm happy to do so because we can do shenanigans. For example, like data meme and disappear on the same turn if we have 2 people on sensors.
I think that's definitely, you could do that. Just, they'll be used against you too.
So flashback. Peira getting onto the ship talks to Pasha and says, so I can work sensors or I could shoot, but I'm definitely better with computers. What would you like me to do?
Flashback. Pasha says, in that case, you shall assist Ibrahim over there on the sensor station. Follow his lead. We have done this before, and you will be in good hands.
Aye, Captain.
In that case, the 1 from gun, my distribution becomes 3 to engine, 3 to pilot, 2 to sensors. Should I click that in game or do I just tell you?
I can do it for you. Probably be a little bit easier.
How many EP did you just put out
5
there?
total?
Gotcha. I heard a way different number, so that's why I was like, wait, what?
All right, tell me again. I'll add them in. How many for engineer?
Nothing.
Nothing for engineer. Sensors,
2,
2. And pilot,
3,
3. And gunner,
none.
1. None. Just 5. Okay,
So
got it.
0. Yeah.
All right, those are assigned. That would be the engineer phase. Next would be pilot phase. And I guess I don't have enough EP to do anything because I don't know the fucking system.
And we are at long range,
I
correct?
so thought it was just one to, and then however many you. It makes sense. It takes more to move a bigger ship. Because
Yeah, because so
It's
far
per
you've been
class.
you've been using starfighters against us, so this is the first time you're using a big ship.
Yep.
And we are at long range, correct?
You're at long range, and so the pilot just doesn't move. You're maintaining range, so now it's your turn, Nassir.
So seeing that the last chance has made a critical error in closing distance, and I do not need to advance or retreat as we are at long range. And based on what Prasad told me, they do not have weapons that can reach us, excluding the data meme, or excuse me, pulse. I'm going to do position.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do it.
Do it.
So ship actions. What I didn't get any bonus, did I? No, because that does not fall under attack.
No.
That
Pray.
that doesn't seem right. It shows I didn't roll anything.
It's true. That would result in a 0.
Fair enough.
So should I just manually? Because I went to ship actions.
makes
Was that
no
my
sense.
mistake?
No. That should be fine.
It's Ashanti.
Oh,
I'm not
you're
sure
rolling
that
off
makes
your
you do
you're
that.
rolling off your character. That's why. You roll off your station.
Click on that pilot station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I started. Okay, let's try that again.
It's fancy.
Yeah.
Oof. Ooh.
There you go.
Wait. I would like to add this. Each 6 on the roll raises the initiative score of the ship by 1 for the coming turns.
That's wrong too, by the way. It should be 66.
Oh, because it's pulling up from Ashanti. That's why.
Yeah, it says it's
Oh yeah. You know what? I didn't change. Rolled another 2d6. I didn't change the ship roll because the Shanti was on there.
You can do it. 2 6s.
Come on, 2 6s.
Oh, what is
yes!
good?
So
That
I
was
will
good.
bump that up to 7.
So are you 3 and 3 then? What's your agility?
I'm 4 and 2.
4 and 2. I'll just change it.
Yep.
You won't be
So
our pilot
each
now.
6 on the roll raises the initiative score of the ship by 1 for the coming turns. So we jump from 5 to 7.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Next time we go first.
And then they pilot and try and get closer.
Yeah, I won't make that same mistake next time.
I've given her all she's got. The
It's
pilot's
like-
like, it's not moving.
So
And,
role play, what does this look like in this asteroid field?
so as the ship makes itself known, the last chance, Nassir looks on the screen and realizes that they're not moving to an intercept vector. So he, with a couple of flicks of the switches and adjusts his controls, he kind of maneuvers to get a superior position on
I
the
think it
last
flips
chance.
automatically. I don't think it's this position. Does it say the next round or is it just switch?
It
I
just
think it
says
switches.
it says for the coming turns. So I mean that
Not
to
this
me.
time.
Not this round.
Not this
Not this
round,
turn.
coming
Yeah.
terms, yeah. So
Coming
they'll
turns.
still get to shoot first this time,
hmm
like Greedo or whatever, but
True.
yes, coming turns.
But they only get
Okay.
to shoot unless we disappear. If we disappear before the attack phase, then they can't shoot anything.
No, we don't need to disappear. We need to lock on and then meme them. We can't shut down their data pulse this round, though.
No, we can, because if we meme them and then disappear, then they can't shoot
Well,
us
the-
anymore, because we literally disappear from their radar before
They'll
they
be
shoot.
able to date. They'll be able to data pulse you first, though.
Yeah, they'll be no, because their sensor phase is before their attack phase, and
Oh,
our
they
data
go first
data,
on the sensors.
But here's the thing. If you
Yeah.
data meme them, disappearing ends combat. All we're going to have to do is re-meme them to get the lock on, because it ends combat. It doesn't, like data meming them doesn't carry through combat being over. Disappearing is a escape mechanism.
Yeah. Also, I would like to point out that with the
You
two
go
data
first.
gens we have, we will need both their roles because the data meme requires 2 roles. That's why the power was to have the two data gens.
Well, no,
Oh, you
no,
think
you
we
can't.
can
You
do that
can't
on
use.
the same turn?
You can't use the same weapon
No,
twice.
it's a different.
No.
The only reason I'm suggesting
okay,
target lock, the only reason I'm suggesting target lock now is A, we have the extra EP, and B, we can use that to our advantage. If they do get into range, they have to spend EP to either break the target lock or just accept
Yes,
that we're getting that modifier.
Yeah.
Cool.
No.
Makes sense.
Walter's totally right. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But they can send data pulse towards you like right now.
Yes.
Right, in their sensor phase.
Yep. And it's sensor phase now.
If you gave them one energy
I
point,
did.
but we never know with a GM.
I think from now on, I'm not going to say anything.
would
Well,
be-
You'll
Yeah.
just have to trust me to be honest. I mean,
not
maybe at the
secret,
table, it seems like you're not going to know if there's other ships how they're allocating their energy.
It
you
does
for
seem.
example, announce the different captain things too.
Yeah.
It seems like maybe they did that intentionally somehow. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we'll do it rules written a few times. If it seems wonky, we'll change it. All right, pilot phase is done. Sensor phase now, and it's going to be a data meme attack on you guys.
Modified by our signature, supposedly.
Yeah, it's modified by -1.
Nice.
All right, there you go. Modifier -1.
Yeah, I remember our ping was 2.
Boom.
So
So that
we're down 1 EP.
yep, you're down 1 EP next time.
Okay.
Yeah, I can change that. Current EP would be 4 for next time. So Ibrahim goes, "We're being targeted by a data pulse. Back off your consoles." And you see like it's like you feel static electricity just run through the ship. And kind of maybe in space you see this kind of pulse come out of the ship.
It's just data. Yeah.
It's you guys.
We've been slime.
You've been slime.
We've been raspberry.
What would look better? Frost. Ah. Okay, sensor phase. That's Ibrahim. So what do you want him to do?
Ibrahim would definitely be doing the meme attack, the first part of the meme attack.
Yep.
All right. So data meme. I mean, I have to read up on that one again. I think it's just a data general, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. It's bullshit, man.
I got it. It's right here. It's page 149. A meme self-learning program is broadcast into the systems of an enemy ship. The attack has 2 phases. First, the sensor operator analyzes the ship. This counts as an action in space combat, costs 1 EP to perform, and requires a data gen roll modified by the signature of the enemy ship. The target does not need to be locked. If it's successful, you then learn what modules are present on the enemy ship.
There you go.
That's all we need for now.
Yep. And it's just a character action for him, data gen. And he gets a +1 from the ship's signature. Boom.
Boom. Nice.
Captain Khan. We got a full readout on the ship's weapons systems and modules. What would you like to know?
Whatever just hit us, shut that thing down.
We just got hit by a data pulse. Looks like they have an accelerator cannon online as well, sir.
An accelerator is medium range. If we stay in their long range, shut down that data pulse. We can then keep going after other additional systems.
Roger that. Rerouting power to the data meme. We're going to shut down their data pulse, sir. All right. And then Peira gets a shot at him too, right?
Yes,
Yep,
for her
to
would be the
lock on.
target lock.
And that's just a data gen roll?
So if you click on your sensor station and then do ship actions, it'll be under sensor operator actions and then target lock.
Got it.
But
So we'll have
But-
to drop. Go ahead.
but there's no limitation to the sheet. There's not spots for two
Yeah.
for 2 sensor operators.
I could
So
roll 66 and we could just do that, or we can just drop the last 2.
just roll 66. That'd be fine.
All you
And
need
it's
is
gonna be-
1 success. All right. How about that? No target
Yeah.
lock.
Yeah, but it's modified by their signature. So roll another d6.
That could be a 6. Maybe. No.
Dang it.
Very
you
slow.
could-
5s.
You can pray the icons and re-roll them all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Not for this.
I'm getting a strong no, so I'm going to go with no. But thank you.
That's a negative.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Negatory.
An attack phase. You sense nothing coming from the last chance, and
We shake our fists.
Ali does nothing either. So we're back to the top, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And now you guys go first.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Keep at them. We continue our attack.
All right. Engineer phase.
Wait, hold on. Yes, attack, right?
Are.
Wait.
Might I make a suggestion because we're down to 4 each?
Yeah, we should do
Is that
repair
correct?
then.
So
Repair.
this is my one suggestion. If we evade and let them close in, we can have that extra, like we either spend 3 points and then we only have 1 point left, but they're going to shoot and hope they miss with that data pulse. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Never mind. I'm stupid. We're going first. Yeah, we meme their data pulse and then we're fine. Never mind. Ignore me. Attack.
Attack, or do you want to repair for that additional EP that we lost?
Well, we only have 4, so this is my thought, and you tell me. So we use 3 points to retreat because they're going to come towards us, and then we use our 1 point that's left to use the data meme. Does the data meme count as an attack?
No.
It's
a sensor phase.
Okay, I didn't know if using attack would help or not. So in that case,
No, so the thing is, if I do repair, it grants a bonus to ship repair because an engineer can distribute the points and do ship repair. It's two, like, they're mutually exclusive.
Do that.
correct.
Yeah, I'll do
Yep,
that.
you
I have
can
to
do that, but
distribute the 4 points I have.
we only have
before
4
I do the
points.
repair. Yeah.
Three will go to moving the ship. 1 will go to repairing it, and then we have nothing left.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I 100% get what you're saying. So the question becomes is, do we use 1 on the pilot phase to maintain our long range, and then we use our 1 remaining point to data meme disabling their pulse, and then go from there?
Yeah, no, we have to data meme because we've already, it's like poker, right? We've already put money into the pot, so I don't want to let go of that.
I do want to repair the ship. I want to get that point back because that's going to provide crucial here later. But
We could technically disappear. Right? Just not use points for flying, for piloting, and just disappear instead.
what do you mean?
Well, we go first anyway, right? So
Yeah,
we
you,
get
you
to...
could, you could activate your.
We
stealth.
activate a meme first to turn off their weapon, their pulse, and then as a second point, we use our stealth systems to disappear, and that ends combat with us having already analyzed the enemy ship and already having ideally disabled their pulse, and whether they're close or not isn't so bad, because then we can do that plus repairs and still have one left. What I'm saying is we could reset the combat, but in our advantage, because we already have analyzed them and we already have turned off their pulse.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Because even if they only would want to get closer so they can shoot at us, but if we disappear before they get to shoot, then that whole thing is wasted for them, right?
Yes.
It's
Okay, yes.
It's ballsier. It's definitely ballsier than just putting 3 points in pilot and maintaining our distance.
Yeah, so this is something we can do, right? So if we do repair, that's 1 EP, correct? We have 4.
Yes.
And pilot, we do nothing, so it's like we're a bait because they think they're going to come after us. If they're successfully coming after us, we try the data meme, the second one that shuts the pulse down. If we want at that point, we can disappear, and if we fail at disappearing, we can always have an extra EP towards just firing our ion cannon. They come closer than long range.
But
Because we have 4.
What happens when combat ends?
When
We
combat
restart,
ends,
right?
correct. You start the sensor mini game again of who can find who faster.
Yes.
It's like watching Red October.
So how does that help us when we immediately each find each other again, and then we have to re-roll for initiative again, and there's no guarantee we win?
What it helps us with is that turnaround, we have full energy again because I just repaired it. And they didn't get... They wasted this turn because all they got to do this turn was use the... Yeah, nothing. They wasted
That's
an
what
entire
I'm
turn.
asking. How are they not repairing their data pulse the same time you're repairing our lost DP?
Because engineering goes before, and we haven't disabled the data pulse yet.
No, but they could potentially repair the data pulse when we disappear.
As soon as we disappear and we repair, as you're saying, why aren't they just throughout combat repairing their data pulse?
Technically, we've already analyzed their ship. So now we're coming into combat being able to use the meme immediately. That is a different...
Correct. That is correct. You already have that information. So now your meme would be a one
shot.
Yeah.
So
It's-
okay, so
I granted it is definitely more complex, but it is sort of a way to try and like disappear, reappear, to thwart attacks because you do it before they get to shoot.
It just depends
So
on
let's
what
do-
type of ship you want to run. Like if you're jumping all around doing this, or just slug it out type of ship.
yeah, so let's do this, right? So we have 4. So for 4, one to repair, so that we have the 5 back, right?
You got it? Yep.
1 for the data meme,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep.
1 to disappear. We don't have to disappear if things turn in our favor, but if they don't, then we always have disappear as an option because they come closer, right?
We can also try target lock again, right?
Yeah, we can try. We can try target lock or disappear, and then the 1 extra we can always give it to our fire systems because if
Yep.
they do come closer, we can always
Shoot
fire
him
an
with the
ion.
ion cannon.
Yeah, because ion does both hull and EP damage.
Yeah, it's nice.
So I think we should do that. So we don't
Let's do
have
it.
to
That's what I
disappear.
do.
Yeah. Let's give it. So one for engineering. Let's keep pilot where it is. Let's not do anything there. 1 for data pulse, 1 for disappear, 1 for shooting, and we don't have to use it if things turn our way or they don't.
Right. You got it.
Alrighty.
All right. So command phase. Pasha Khan, you're going to do.
I'm going to say
repair?
yes. So that last shot got us. Hakkam, see if you can repair our systems. I could feel a surge through my command station over here.
Not a problem.
All right. So make your repair command.
I believe that's at a +2. Because
No.
and a
The
watch out.
Pasha Khan does his command phase repair.
Oh, is
See
there
if
a
gives
roll
you-
he has to
gives you
do?
a bonus. Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
So click on your command station, ship action.
Oh shit! Last time I didn't give that command phase attack for. Damn it.
I don't think it would have mattered, but
Nothing
yeah.
we did constitute an attack.
Okay. Captain's orders. Repair.
Yep.
There's no modifier for this, right? No.
Nope. Oh! I mean, Hakkam get the +3.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
That's
And
insane.
then let's see what his captain. He's going to say. Bilroy's on this bridge. Attack!
And they're like, what? Heart attack? What? Interesting.
All right. Engineer phase. Your turn. Hakkam. What's it look
What?
like?
Yep. 2 points to sensors, 1 to repair, 1 to guns, as said, and then I'll roll repair roll to restore 1 AP.
Okay. Let me set your
Do I do that on myself or on the engineering station?
engineering station.
Oh, you got it. Engineering station, character actions, technology modifier should be at 2. Nope, should have been a 5 actually. But what can I add more?
No, it's 0d6
Come out as
something.
0. Yeah, that's odd. Should I try it from
No,
myself instead of the station?
No. Crimson was. It's because you didn't roll. I think you didn't roll it from the ship actions. Has to be through ship actions.
Oh, it's a ship action. Okay, so then it's an under.
Everything on a
action.
ship is always through ship actions. Yep.
Got it. Repair system damage. Got it. There it is. I'm sure that'll work. There you go.
Oh man. All right.
Told
Tell,
you,
tell,
no
me, tell
problem.
me your EP again. So engineer, you gave yourself 1.
That is correct. I used 1 to restore 1. Now we have 5 total. Unless
Okay.
I mean, obviously this.
Yeah. Next
you
time it'll be up
supercharged
to
the
5.
ship.
Next time it'll be up to 5. How many did you give the sensors this round? I forget.
2.
2. Gunner 0.
1.
1.
And pilot.
None.
Got it.
Sorry, I should say 0.
All right. Yeah. You're back up.
Full power restored, sir.
Excellent, Hakkam, excellent. Nassir, steady as she goes. Let them come closer.
And he's going to do here. 1. Okay. And he put 3 to pilot. I'll just announce them. 1 to gunner and 1 to sensors. All right, that's the engineering phase, I believe. So next is the pilot phase. Nassir, what are you doing?
I hold firm per the captain's orders, letting them come closer.
And the last chance is going to try to get as close as possible to you. And pilot actions. Advance retreat. Modifiers, nuns, T. Dom Prasad, who's supposed to be such a great commander. Oh! He gets within
That should be contact, or no, close, short,
close
excuse me.
range. Short range, yep.
Short range.
So he's going to go to close range and ship side, close range, boom. And Ibrahim, just roleplay wise, says, "Gunship last chance is closing, and fast, Captain."
You're saying that's short range, not contact?
No, something called close.
No, there's contact, short, medium, long,
Short,
extreme.
short, sorry, yeah, short.
Okay, because the difference is we can't use our autocannon at short.
Nope.
Okay.
So he is at short range now. Sensor phase. What do you want Ibrahim to do?
Ibrahim is doing the data meme to shut down the data pulse. Ibrahim, shut down the data pulse.
Roger that, Captain. Sensors. Does that get modified by the signature? Probably does, doesn't it?
Wait.
It's a sensor action.
It says the second time now, it says, only a ship that has been analyzed can be attacked. This also counts as an action in space. Costs 1 EP, requires data gen, modified by signature.
Yep.
Yeah, data gen modified by signature, yes.
The sensor operator chooses which module on the enemy ship to target.
That's a mistake.
And then it is
we go.
disabled as if critically hit. Oh,
Boom.
yeah, absolutely. So their data pulse is critically hit, essentially.
Data pulse is offline, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Acquire target lock, Peira.
I thought we were disappearing.
Do you want to? I mean,
Only if we failed.
yeah, we didn't fail. The thing is down.
We'll still take a shot from them, though, right? They gotta understand that. We will take a shot from them if we don't disappear.
We're gonna get hit with an accelerator cannon because they have 1 point given to weapons.
Yep.
Depends, unless you guys get back, unless you guys move to long range.
We can't move.
No. This very turn, they will shoot at
This
us
turn. Yeah, this turn.
unless we disappear. So it's either we get a target lock and shot at, or we disappear, and we don't do a target lock. And hopefully they don't shoot us. That's the two options.
But if we go with the ion cannon, not only do they have a critically down, they'll also have less EP to distribute.
Yeah, combat is currently going our way, and if we both hit each other, I think eventually we will win out.
I think with Ali on the ion cannon, honestly, now Bo will have to clarify it so that it's both damage, EP, and HP.
Yes.
But armor is used to withhold an ion cannon's EP. Is that correct? Because it doesn't say it ignores armor. That's the only question I had.
Yeah, I would say so.
I
Since
just realized my mic was muted.
Datapulse specifically says armor has no effect where ion cannon does not. So I assumed armor did affect it.
I
since
think
it has
ion
both
cannon would
system
be
and hull.
Yeah, I think it would be way too OP if it didn't at least get armor.
So playing it honest, Pasha told me to do a target lock, and I rolled. I personally would feel odd about saying, "Oh wait, that was a stealth roll."
No, that's fine. Let's do it. We have to gamble a little. That's 2 6s we got over there. So we have a solid target lock.
Do it live. Let's do it
Do
live.
it live.
And by the
Do
way,
it alive.
ion cannon is better than the accelerator cannon.
Hi, Captain. We have a target locked. Last chance is locked.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's our sensor phase, Bo.
Yep. And do they have? They're going to try for a target lock on you.
Makes sense.
So you rolled what, 2 6s?
Yes,
So you
2
get a
6s.
plus,
Yes.
they'll get a +2, and he's going to do sensor operated target lock. And they get a target lock on you. Ibrahim goes, "They've got a target lock on us, Captain."
Yep, they got lucky.
Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Ali.
Attack phase.
Fire!
All right.
Fire. Give them the gift of ions, my friend.
I give him the gift of light. So primary weapon attack.
No, not primary. Let's see where it is. So you
Secondary.
Yeah. All you have to look and see where it's listed. That might be your second weapon listed on there. Your ion cannon is the third one, so just roll it from the sheet. Probably easiest way.
Gotcha.
And
how
what
much-
did we get for a weapon lock? 2?
+2.
2.
Plus
All right,
two.
you get a bonus at +2. Nice.
The weapon
Wait.
itself gives a bonus as well. Is that counted in?
Yes. Oh no,
Yes.
it says so. It's 3. Yeah.
No, it'll be candled in if he rolls from the sheet.
Because Bo probably built
Oh,
it in.
I got you.
All right. So what kind of modifiers am I looking at here after all that discussion?
So if you just roll that ion cannon from the Crimson Wish sheet,
Add
And
2 to your modifier for target.
add
lock.
2.
Gotcha.
Probably a lot of dice for you.
It's gonna be a lot of dice.
Don't be jinxing that shit.
11, huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3 dice. It's
It's a
2
2.
hits.
It's just a regular old hit. You can pray.
It's a lot of dice you didn't get 6s on.
Yeah. Let's pray.
Pray.
Let's pray.
Pray. Come on, let's do
Let's
it.
hear your prayer before you roll it.
No modifier with the prey, right? Or is it the same modifier?
Same modifier.
Gotcha.
You have to learn 11 Ds.
Holy shit.
He rolled wrong because he's only supposed to roll 9 dice.
Dice revolved 9, player modifier 2.
No modifier. You're just rolling the
Oh,
dice.
just dice. I see.
Wouldn't have mattered.
not-
Wouldn't have
Still
mattered.
failed horribly.
Wow.
I get a dark point.
Yep. Wah. But still, we did 1, maybe 2 damage. The extra
No, he's
6
got-
would be
he's got
extra
no-
damage.
armor.
It's 3. 3 damage, and let's see how much armor blocks.
That dark point sound effect was creepy.
Mhm.
What? That is extremely lucky to get 2 6s
Right.
on 3 dice.
Do you roll twice? Once for system damage, once for hull, or just once?
I think just once. So I think it would so deal 1 to each, right? So you drop them down to 4 EPs and 5 hull points.
Well,
I think the damage is additive. If we rolled 3 damage, then you get 3 hull and 3 EP damage, not split.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
what was the actual damage? Was it 2 or was it 3?
It was 1.
It was just 1. The extra successes don't pump damage in the system.
It does. So the actual weapon does 1 damage,
Uh-huh.
and then he rolled 2 successes.
Oh, and both of those add? I thought the
Ooh,
first
only one of them actually. I think it was,
See, there's a
We
wire.
did. We did nothing.
That's what
you
I'm
did
thinking.
nothing. You did
That's what I'm
nothing.
thinking. Yeah, thanks Walter for confirming. Because in my math, I think we did
You're right,
exactly
because
nothing.
It's after
like-
the first. Yeah.
It's after. It's,
Yep.
it's like in the Genesis system or whatever.
Well, shit happens.
Hindsight being 2020, Your guys' plan sucked.
Yes, it was full of holes. I'd like to point that out now.
Hey, disappear. Next time we can disappear and just play the more subtle route.
He's gonna. They're gonna shoot at you with their
with a -2 though.
gunner.
Why would it be -2?
They don't have a target lock on us. Oh, they do!
They
They
do.
do.
Son of a bitch!
With a +1.
Well, we turn that weapon off next turn.
Primary weapon attack. There we go. +1.
That's a hit. But
We
we
have
have very
the-
strong armor.
Yeah, we have armor. We have even the ablative shit that you put. Did you put that or not?
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, nothing's gonna get through.
Oh, we did okay. Cool. I dig.
You didn't. I mean, you could.
We wanted to, for sure. I did. You had never confirmed that we managed to install the
Yes,
ablative armor.
if you want to use it, you can use it.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. That's
Yeah,
great.
Block. That would block both. The 1 damage. It's just only 1 damage, so.
It's 1 damage. Let's trust our armor and wait for him to roll really high.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's
Yeah.
roll armor first.
Just take the hit.
Yeah, somebody roll armor.
No, I think we can use ablative armor after you roll armor, right? We still got to go through this standard armor roll, Bo.
Well, it reduces damage by 3 for 1 attack only.
So your armor didn't do anything. So tell me if you want to use it or not. I would probably go with Walter Peck. I'd probably wait.
Yeah, take some
save it
damage.
for for when
Yeah.
they actually like curb stomp us.
Yeah, for a big hit.
All right. Current hull points is down to 6.
There's some plinking and plonking as we get hit.
Yeah, pew 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 pew.
Mm-hmm. Hakkam
Yeah.
yelled, "We're fine, we're fine!"
I think that's it. That's it for this one.
Is anybody
This
here
turn.
missing so?
Yeah.
Sound where?
we have them right where we want them, boys.
We always feign weakness in the beginning and then pull our shit together.
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
Right at close range.
No, we're not going to ride at close range. We're now going to start evading. We're going to kite. This is exactly Walter Peck's plan. So we have them where we want them, boys. We have taken out their data pulse. We're next going to go after their accelerator cannons. And then I'm going to talk to them. And you know what happens when I talk?
Okay.
Be aware
Evade.
they
Evade.
will try to repair their shit.
Yes, but that means they're busy while we can keep shooting at them.
Yep. All right, he says evade.
Yes.
By evade, you mean retreat.
Oh, retreat. No, retreat.
Just making sure.
Retreat,
Right.
yes.
And he's just going to go straight up attack still.
Do I roll the command phase for this again?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, retreat. No modifiers. Ugh. No, wait, it's 0d6. Hold on.
Yeah, so you have to roll it off your station.
Yeah, Crimson Wish ships action. Retreat. Okay, 8d6. Okay, that's better.
I'm going to pray to the icons on mine. I'm going to use my dark point.
Okay.
Yep. Good luck. Same as we did.
God, what the hell? Dom Bilroy.
The icons aren't smiling on this entire encounter.
They have turned their backs on
They're
pirates.
busy elsewhere.
All right, engineer phase, go.
3 to piloting, so we can do that, and then 1 to. We're trying to fly away. Did I understand that right?
Yes.
In which case, we don't need any points on guns.
No, not this time.
Okay, and then 2 to sensors.
No, we only have 4 each EP.
No, we got the 5th one back last
The
week.
repair-
No,
it?
sorry, you're right.
You guys
You're right.
repaired it.
My bad.
Cool, and that's me. I'm done.
All right. And let me set it for the last chance here real quick. We're going to give...
Then Peira can use her action to try and break the lock, for example.
Repair critical damage. 1 EP requires 1 ordinary spare part. Without a service station, you get -2 to the roll.
You do have a service station, I believe.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Let's see. Do
This
they?
is for their data pulse.
No, they do not.
Yep.
I was gonna say, well, how did we allocate the points? I didn't hear the last part. 3 to me, and then what was after that?
2 to
To the
sensors.
sensor.
Because I'm assuming 1 is going to be another meme and 1 is a break target lock.
Yep.
All right,
to
and
go all
are you gonna do any
squirrely.
actions? Are you gonna do any actions? Just allocate the points.
That is correct. Moving on.
Right. He allocated his points. He's also going to try the action to repair the data meme, but it's at -2. It sounds like.
Yep.
Yes, and unless, yeah, exactly, they need like tools or something as well to do it. But they probably do have some tools.
Yeah, probably. Repair system damage. Repair critical damage. -2. Ha ha! Back online.
And he did use, he did allocate 1 energy point to himself for that?
Yes, he did.
Cool. Then we can just turn it back off. Because we go first.
That's engineering phase, and next is sensors,
Piloting.
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 So I am going to try and retreat.
Roll as high as you can. Nice.
So that would take us to
Long?
3,
medium.
Medium,
Oh, just a medium?
unless you pray.
No.
No.
And so how does that, is it not just one for one? Like, because it says here for 1 success move
You're one.
Oh, no, you're right.
You're one
Short to
CU
medium
away.
to long?
No,
I
it's CUs that you move. So you move 2 CUs away. You're 1 CU away right now, so now you'd be 3.
Oh, and then we need to translate how that is for the weapons?
Yeah, so you'd be
That's
a medium.
odd.
range.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
So there'd be a medium still, and you'd be 3 CUs away. And he gave himself 3 points as well, and he's going to pursue you.
See it. Just
So
1.
now you are 2 away. You are 2, which is, I think, is it still medium? I think it's still medium. Good look. Ship ranges, show players. Yeah, yep, he's 2. Still 2. Still medium range. Now sensors.
Cool. Data meme first against their pulse weapon.
Data meme against their pulse weapon coming up. Meme attack. Modified by their signature. Oh no.
Oh.
2d6,
boy.
that can't be right.
2d6.
That does not right.
There's no way he just rolls 2 dice.
You know what? I clicked on the wrong thing, that's why.
Nice try!
Sensor, meme attack, target, +1.
Yeah, that's better.
There you go.
That pulse is critically hit again.
Pulse is hit.
Yay!
You want that to be the target? Yeah.
I mean, they didn't know that we would do that, so the point that I spent there now can't be used, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's useful that way.
Mm-hmm.
They have to use something else.
Okay, hold on before you do next thing. I'm like, they're still pursuing us. We are still in medium range.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go target lock instead of dropping their target lock?
We're already target locked.
Oh, we already target locked. Perfect. Yes. So then drop the target lock. Perfect.
Dropping the target lock. What would you like me to do instead, Captain?
Drop
Yeah,
the
break.
target lock. Yes.
The target, the action is called break target lock.
Break target.
Oh, okay.
And
Is
you
that?
have to defeat the number of their successes, which if memory serves is 1.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, I'm breaking their target lock. Got it. All right. So I got 5 wits, 1 data gen, and then +1.
You could just roll
For the
data
size of
gen
the
off.
ship?
Yeah. Yeah, +1.
No, hold on, please, hold on. the roll is modified negatively by the strength of the enemy lock, so you have a -1 modifier,
But it's also modified by their signature.
which is 1.
1, so it's a wash.
So it's awesome.
Yep, you do it.
Nice.
Great. Good job.
Target lock broken, Captain.
Excellent, Peira.
Told you wouldn't regret it.
I will humbly eat my words at the end of this fight.
She
Keep at
smiles
it.
at him.
All right.
Ali, do you want me to drop you off here instead of the desert where I found you? If not, do not miss, my friend.
Does he? We did not point into sensors. So last chance doesn't do anything for sensors.
Chance
Stop.
did not plan to data pulse us?
Doesn't appear so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to use the gun.
You
And,
see how it now plays against us that you're doing it secretly, right? Because then we would have disabled the weapon.
Yep.
Okay.
You also could have logically said there's no guarantee they fix the data pulse. So they're just going to keep pounding away with the accelerator cannon.
Yep, it's possible. We're taking fire then, right? Because we have no points. We have no EP on our weapons.
You have no points on your gunner?
No.
No.
Nope.
I think to make it fair, it should be because I know what you're doing. You would have to know what I do for EPs, right? You know, even roleplay wise, it makes more sense for you not to know. It probably gives, like you said, Raz, an unfair advantage.
Yeah, but the thing is, if based on the initiative, we would go first and we would end up assigning our EPs before you did. So that's the problem, is that the initiative order also messes that up, you know?
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
That's something to work out next time, because that's something easy. If you win initiative, like where it's advantageous for you, you should go first. Where it's disadvantageous for you to go first, you should be allowed to go second. So in this case, since we have initiative, we can assign EP after they do. But
I agree that. I think that'd
but
be a
we
good
go
house rule.
we go sensor and weapon phase before them. Is that
Makes sense.
Is everybody in agreement with that? From now on, we'll just do that as a house rule.
Yeah.
because I see both sides, not to get too
I think-
sides, both things where on the one hand, not letting each other know makes sense RP wise, but knowing what the other one does is easily like hand wave, like, oh, they're powering what, energy to their fucking weapons, bro.
Yeah, and it makes sense. If you win the initiative and you do the repositioning and everything else, you should have a mechanical advantage. Does that make sense?
Yep.
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 All right. Well, they're going to shoot you. Modifier. Didn't roll anything for attack, did he? So, none. And I have no dark point, so he just misses. Miss. And that's it. These take a long time. I guess we'll get faster, though. Back to the top. All right.
Yep.
Order phase. I think Prasad's just gonna continue to do attack.
Do you
So
want
Grant,
to?
Sucks so bad. He sucks so bad. Look at all those ones.
Do you want to do attack this time? And since we're at medium range, because here's my thought: 3 for evasive maneuvers to reduce their chance to hit. 1 to knock out another one of their weapon systems, whichever one it may be. And then by using attack, we can pump up Ali's shot, so maybe he gets more than 1/6 with the 80 dice he rolls.
Yep. Okay, let's do that. So let's do attack. I think we have played cat and mouse long enough. It's time to send Dom Bilroy into the afterworld. Attack. Ships. Captain's orders. Attack.
There you go. +2 to everything. Good. Is the turd?
Heck yeah.
Is the tide going to turn?
I think it is. Cool. So 3. Hakkam, what do you think? 3 EP, like WP said.
Game Master should tell us first what they do.
Yes. So new thing. So he's going to
Arguably, we have them infected with a meme. Maybe that's how we're reading it.
In case you continue to run, I'll give 3 to pilot. We're going to give 1 to the gunner and 1 to sensors. Try to get a target lock. And no actions for the engineer, so he's done.
Okay. I think Walter's plan still stands, right, Walter? Like 3 for evasive maneuvers, 1 for a data meme, and 1 for weapons.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Let's
Yep,
do
makes
this.
sense. Let's do that.
3 for evasive maneuvers.
3 pilots,
1 for the data meme.
1 2 sensors, yep, and 1 2 guns.
1 to gun. Total of 5. And we're good to go. And no engineer actions.
No.
So that would mean that we are up to the pilot phase. You get to go first, Mr. Nassir.
Roll high. That'll help us quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah, with the 2 modifier.
Why do I get it? I don't get a 2 modifier for attack.
No. Yeah, because he's not moving at them. He's just trying evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, but
It doesn't fall under attack, so to speak.
okay.
You know, because it's not an aggressive maneuver technically.
Not aggressive.
Unless you're
yep.
telling me we have a positive maneuver modifier on this ship, which I don't believe we do.
We don't.
No.
No, it's a hunkin' big ship. Oh, okay. Happens. Shit happens.
Want to pray?
We'll be
no.
fine.
Pray.
No.
No?
You sure?
We'll be fine.
No, because the thing is this: for every 6 you roll, they have a penalty on their attack.
And if we give him a DP, can they not make Ali re-roll if he gets a good hit?
They can also re-roll then, yeah.
Because he's
that's
currently at 0, so I... You know what,
wait,
hey, don't
no,
give...
no. Hold on. We are going to be sensor phase next, right? We have data meme coming up, so keep the dark point because we can take their accelerator cannon out next.
Unless he uses the dark point to make you re-roll that.
No, I can't make you re-roll. I can just re-roll myself.
Yeah.
I
He can just re-roll himself.
I can just basically make the NPCs pray. Normally the NPCs can't pray unless I use a dark point.
Well, their data pulse is down, right?
It is down.
So yeah, we
And
don't need to
we
evade.
act next.
And you know
so-
that I can't repair it because
There's no power on it.
I
Yep.
didn't put power on it.
So let's not give him any DPs that we need to. DPing is only good in certain situations. So I would say don't re-roll here. And then let's see what happens in the next phase when we get rid of their accelerator cannon.
My dark
Yep.
point I have 0.
Yeah. Let's not give him any unless we need to.
No, because if the accelerator has to go down and we might need the DP for that, so...
Right, next up is sensors then. And that would
Sensors.
That would be us using the data meme.
Yep.
I'm guessing you want to take out their guns.
Yes. Ibrahim, we have them where we want them. Take out that accelerator gun. Leave them toothless.
Roger that, Captain. Taking out their accelerator cannon. Now. Beam attack. Boom. Modifier is 2 because you...
It says gunner. I don't think we get the 2 for that.
Data meme's in a weird one. We're kind of
Well,
attacking,
he still,
but
he still gets a +1 because it's signature.
Signature,
yep.
yes.
Hey!
Yes!
Boom.
Their guns go boom.
And on board, there's a cutscene with Dom Bilroy on the bridge. And his engineer goes, Dominic! Accelerator cannon and data mine are both fried. And he just yells at the engineer. Get on those systems and fix them right away, you ingrate! Ingrate. That's a naval term. Alright, now it's their turn, right?
Yep.
For their sensors.
Captain, what would you like me to do?
Oh, do you have another point? You have another point left?
No, we don't. No,
No.
Peira,
Oh, my bad.
stand fast for now. We have them where we want them.
Aye.
And on board the bridge, Dominic Bilroy says,
Get a target lock on them. We'll need it for next time after we get repaired.
so more try to reestablish the target lock. And you have -1 signature. Man, that really helps you guys. Oh, boom.
Ooh.
You got a target
Wow.
lock. They're going to get a +3 next
You
time.
beat the odds on that, yeah. The
Yeah.
next time that they maybe fire a weapon, which they won't, they can add a
Maybe.
3.
Yep.
Yep. Hakkam,
All right,
Hakkam
Ali.
sort of shouts over and says, Captain, maybe they want to give up soon.
I want Ali to first hammer the shit out of them before I make them bow down to us. I think I have a plan.
Hey, power to guns.
Do you have any guns this round? No?
Yep.
Yes, we do.
We have one gun.
Yeah.
One to gun.
Ion cannon.
Ion
Yeah,
cannon.
and you have a +2 to it as well, right?
Yep, we have a +2.
Plus
Ali.
1
So
for
is
the
that
weapon.
is that a +4 then in total? So 2 for target lock and 2 for the attack order?
Yeah. Should
Yes. Yes, if you have a +2 target lock, yes.
Perfect.
be. The weapon itself gives you a 1, which is built in, I think.
Mhm.
Yep. And here's where we would pray if he fucks it up.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
because it's a ton of dice.
15 dice, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, throwing 15 dice on the
13?
board should... 13? Okay,
Yeah,
13.
he hits 3
That
times.
is a crit. That is a crit. You can do it
Oh!
for damage, or you could crit them if you would like.
Probably want to do damage, because this is enough damage to cripple them so far.
Well, look at it this way. So the base damage is what, 1 for an ion?
Right. Plus 2, so
So
currently
that
we're
would take it
looking
to
at...
3 HP potentially, 3 EP potentially. They have
Yeah.
3 armor. So we can either,
Crit them or
Re-
put it towards damage.
or we can do a DP to re-roll 10 dice, see how many more 6s we have, and really put them behind the 8 ball.
I mean, that probably would end the combat.
That's
Yeah.
possible.
Because
I
if
would
the EP
pray.
hit 0 or the
I
hull
would
or-
say
yeah.
pray. That's me.
Yeah. Pray.
So just roll 10 dice.
Pray, Ali.
No modifications, correct?
Just-
No,
just
no,
pray.
don't. Just hit pray.
That's 2.
Two
That's
more.
5.
More.
So they
Yeah,
get...
that's-
Yeah, we're looking
Five,
at
let's-
5,
yeah,
5
let's-
hull, 5 EP.
Let's see what their armor does. You gonna put it all towards
It'll
damage?
do nothing.
all damage.
Yeah, it'll do nothing. Exactly.
Nothing.
And the ship...
So 5,
turns itself
5,
off.
and I think that's it.
Yep, that's it. The ship just goes boo as it gets riddled by holes.
Yeah. It has 1 hull point left.
But 0 EP, right?
Yeah. 0.
So we can argue we didn't destroy the ship, we disabled it.
Yes!
Well, you
Salvageable.
don't. You
So
don't.
I mean, it's like it's torn to fuck. But tell me what it looks like though, as this thing goes dead in space. The combat's going to be essentially over here. The killing blow. Ali lands a killing blow. Ali, I'll let you roleplay what it looks like.
Yep, as he was told.
As they're circling around, Ali, not liking the way his last attack went down, kind of taps it, getting ready to go on. He just holds it down, closes his eyes, and opens them and sees it take a direct hit. We're listening for the sensor to say how messed up it is.
And on board the bridge of the Last Chance, there's Dom Bilroy. You know how like the Star Trek bridge shakes?
Yeah.
Dom just like falls over. Ah! He stands up and his lips all bloody. Engineer, what's our status? He's like, our reactor's down, sir. We're out of power. He goes, hull status? We still have a sliver of integrity, Captain. Boy, one more hit, and we're going to get vaped into the void. Open up a comm system to the ship. Unknown vessel. This is gunship Last Chance. I want to have a peaceful exchange here for some ripstim, and try to make a little bit of coin in this system. What have I done to deserve this?
Pasha takes a couple of moments, waits for Dom Bilroy to stew in his own juices. To the 4 crew members of the Last Chance, your ship is aptly named, and I believe in such coincidences. This is your last chance to the members of the crew. If at this very moment you raise your weapons and capture your Captain Dom Bilroy and bring him to me, you will be spared and brought into my employ, for you will be deemed as trustworthy crew members of the great Pasha Khan.
Yeah. Dom Bilroy says,
Men, do not listen to this charlatan. He speaks ill of me. He's probably been listening to my weakling brother. We will live to fight another day. This Pasha Khan, he has no taste for blood. He shall not destroy us outright. He wants our ship. Men, to arms! Make them board us and take every last one of them with you.
and Pasha Khan, make me a manipulation at a -1. -1 just because they are somewhat loyal to Dom Bilroy.
Sure.
While he's rolling that, I have a quick question. Does Peira see Dom on the... Does she see him?
Have you ever met Dom in real life?
Well, I'm wondering if this counts as me meeting.
No.
Okay.
It does not. Pasha Khan, are you going to pray?
I'm going to pray.
Combat it is.
On board the ship of the Last Chance, several of the crew members reach down to their carbines. And then Dom Bilroy shoots them a silly glance.
Don't you think of it. If you try to fight against me, I'll kill you myself.
And with fear and sheer willpower, they suit up and prepare to be boarded.
You think we're boarding them? That's so cute.
Yeah.
You're out in space, and your ship's disabled. At some point you'll run out of air, and energy, and food.
As the engineer starts rebooting their ship.
It takes a day. I just read up the rule. It's insane. Disabled ship. A ship that has been disabled from either 0 HP or EP requires more extensive and time-consuming repairs. For every HP or EP you want to restore to your ship, you must spend a whole day on repairs.
I imagine their hull is just like fucked up too, right?
Yep.
I mean,
But
it's probably it's probably like on the Expanse when like they start losing that hull integrity and like shit's flying everywhere.
Yeah, we'll just. I mean, we could just again. So maybe we'll role play. Hakkam will say Pasha. It's like Pasha.
Yeah. Role play. So tell me what happened. What you
Captain, this isn't my first acquisition of a ship, and from what I read over here, it'll take them probably a day to get any of the systems running again. I reckon they'll, maybe want to shoot their captain before that happens, and if not, in 12 hours we can threaten to shoot them again. I wouldn't advise boarding them. What's the point?
Your advice is well heeded, Hakkam.
We should pull up right in front of them where their bridges be. Keep shooting them with the autocannon every day.
Captain, I have an idea as well.
Go ahead, Peira.
We've been data memeing particular systems, weapons, their data pulse. What if we were to data meme their... She almost looks ashamed to say it, their life support systems.
Peira,
Yeah, not allowed.
unfortunately, we cannot do that. Most of these ships in space have additional level of security around 3 of the systems. It protects us also, but it protects them as well. The graviton, the computer, and the life support.
Aye.
But I like where everybody's going with this, but I am a man of little patience. They're stuck dead in space. Ali, if you would be so kind, I did give them a choice. And I never understand why people don't choose life over death. Would you be so kind as to explosively decompress their entire bridge? They can all follow their leader into the afterworld. It might take us a little longer to fix that ship, but that's all right.
It might be worth it, just as an out of character aside, just if you're after infamy or whatever. I mean,
Yeah. I'm definitely after infamy, right? Like, I mean, I gave them the choice to live. They chose not to. Then death it is.
You're gonna let that ship go to waste?
Oh, no. Explosively decompress just the bridge. We're not destroying the ship. I'm not saying like fire, like they're pretty much stuck. So we can maneuver our ship whichever way we want, point it directly where their bridge is, and just keep shooting into the bridge.
You can't
all
pilot
you,
the
all
ship
you,
with
all
that
you have
bridge.
is all you have is an ion cannon. You know?
We could point our ship right next to them, right? Bring it like 2 feet away from their little hall and just keep blasting with the autocannon. Is that correct?
You don't have an auto cannon. do you?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Me too.
Oh yeah,
Contact range
yes,
autocannon.
absolutely.
Could
You
put
could,
holes
you
in
could
it.
absolutely just put a bunch of holes in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, basically just keep shooting till there's enough holes that they're forced to, either die or do something about it, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, tell me what that looks like. What you want to do, roleplay wise.
Roger that, Captain. Nassir, can you get me a little closer?
Sure thing, Ali.
He begins maneuvering the ship to... Are we docking with it? Or are we...
No,
Oh, no, sorry,
docking.
not docking. Sorry. Yeah,
It's going broadside,
Nassir,
basically.
Nassir basically slowly lines it up, puffs of air as it corrects as they get closer and closer.
Bring us nose to
And,
nose.
He brings it nose to nose where the cannon is, and
8 hours. Extra shot is 8 hours. Found it.
makes sure that it's a perfect shot and that they're close enough that the people in the bridge can see the cannon as it whirls and speeds up right before Ali unleashes on them.
Straight through the canopy.
Yeah, Ali would just unleash. Nice quick round. Might want to call him again, sir.
You have no position to bargain here, the crew of the Last Chance. All I'm asking is for your captain. You need not die with him, for he has brought you here, didn't he? Not only that, he lost your base, didn't he? I have Prasad on my side. I have your base. I now have your ship. If you see what I'm doing, I'm just disabling it and pumping you full of holes. In less than 2 weeks' time, I'm going to have the ship up and running again, with or without you. The choice is yours. And I would choose life, not Dom.
Hakkam, Rukael, roll me a 1d4, please.
That is a 3, boss.
3. So 3 of the crew members turned. There was a brief gunfight on the bridge of the Last Chance. Pasha Khan and the crew of the Crimson Wish, you see Dom Bilroy's body, bloodied with eyes exploded from the vacuum, flowed out the bridge, along with another unknown person. And then a voice comes on the communication system. And it says, so the first three, you keep the... Let's see which ones you keep. Keep the engineer, pilot, sensors. Yeah, the gunner is the one that didn't turn. It makes sense. The engineer.
This is Momad Muhammad of the Last Chance. We have seen reason, Captain Pasha Khan. Captain Dom Bilroy has been executed, and his body now floats freely in space. We fall upon our knees at the mercy of the Icons and you, Captain Khan. Please grant us mercy.
A wise
So,
decision, my friends. A wise decision.
Mohamed Muhammad, Namad Dream, and Timon Fries is going to come over to your side.
Nassir, seeing the body of Dom float into space, or presumably Dom, Captain, I can grab the scooter and retrieve the body for Aladdin if you want me to.
Yes, please, Nassir. You read my mind. Yes, please.
Ashante, you have the bridge, or you have the gun. And he turns to go into the scooter and retrieve their prize, so to speak.
As you roll up on Dominic Bilroy, there's a scene of Prasad like kind of looking out the bridge into space, seeing you bring him back. And in this here, as you bring him into the space scooter, his eyes are bleeding and bulging from his head, and his head is limp and hangs lifeless as you kind of enter your hangar again. Bring him up to the bridge.
Prasad, can you confirm that you're actually a brother?
That is his ugly face. I must say also, my conscience is clear in this matter. Captain Khan, Hakkam, crew of the Crimson Wish, you did give my brother a chance at mercy. But wisdom was never his strong suit, and he chose death. My hands are clean, as far as I consider myself. I am free of blood on my hands.
You are, Prasad. All you did was point us in the right direction. You can know in your soul that you had no part in this. It was all my doing with the help of my fine crew. Dom would have met his end at my hands, with or without your help, either today or 3 months from now. What you ensured is there was less bloodshed, and 3 of your old brothers are now back in the fold. Speak with them, tell them what the future holds for them. They will do well in our crew.
Roger that, Captain Khan. Roger that.
And he walks past his brother, Dominic, and looks down at him. No scorn on his face, but the look of a missed opportunity and a man who did not live up to his potential. Prasad makes his way back to the cabins for a little solitude.
Captain, would you prefer we stay here, try and bring that ship up to flying power, or just tow it back to the asteroid?
No, let us tow that ship back to the asteroid. But I would like to go speak with this Aladdin PK. Make our offers, show him the deeds we have done. He could be a powerful ally in the days to come.
You want to take the shuttle, or wait till we get back to the asteroid?
No, let us go back to the asteroid, and eventually I'll make my way back to him in the shuttle.
You got it. I'll prepare the towing process. And Hakkam sort of leaves. And then who's the strongest is probably Ali. And Nassir maybe?
Yes, definitely those two.
Most
Yeah, he would say, Ali, Nassir, I have some very heavy cables. I need you to help me move.
Yeah, they would get back up. Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And then we all get into exosuits and we start spooling out these long heavy cables. Essentially prep for towing the other ship carefully. Meanwhile, I think I think Pasha needs to, we need to decide what to do with those 3 people. In a few hours, they run out of oxygen.
Put them in our stasis tubes until we get back to our base.
Oh, that's super clever.
Yes,
That
yes.
knocked them out, right?
Yep. They're
Yeah,
USB.
and also we have Prasad on our side, so he can help
Yeah.
with the transition.
Nice.
But yeah, put them in the stasis tubes.
That's people
Like
stuff. You figure that out.
One cannot portray if one is not awake.
Yep.
And after they're done helping with the cables, Nassir does put a sheet or something over the body of Dom. As annoying as he was, it's not right for one to disrespect a body like that before it can be properly taken care of.
During the flight, Hakkam would use another ordinary spare part to repair our ship up to full health or full HP. So this battle cost us 100 credits. Can you believe it?
Nice.
Republic credits.
Until we had to
They're
repair
no
the
good
ship.
out here.
Until we have to do, the maintenance thing.
Until we had to repair the big ship.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a nice beefy repair bill for both of them.
Or we could just set it.
Maintenance.
What is the big ship?
Oh, you mean the other ship, the last chance, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just that.
I can it depends. Technically, it's just hull points, and I can repair hull points the same way there that I do here.
Yeah,
with
but I'm
ordinary
referring
parts.
to whenever a vehicle, like it says in the book, whenever a
The
vehicle...
maintenance thing, that is horrifically
That's
expensive.
what
Yes.
I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
That says I forget. It might say every year or something, but
It's
It's like if you do a
used.
portal jump or
it's whatever the GM says.
yeah. Whenever you find it, so right after we make some money, I expect Bo to say, and it's maintenance time.
All right. Any last role play? Proceed.
Once everything is stowed away, Pasha looks to everybody on the bridge. I could not have asked for a better crew. Today's battle shows that we are becoming a finely tuned unit. This is just but the first victory. We now have 2 ships. We started with 1. We now have an asteroid base and we started with none. Stick with me. My promises may seem big, but I will get you the stars once I'm done. Each and every one of you will have a star of your own. Then, do so as you wish.
We'll end it with that. And
When you're done recording, is that it?
done recording.